me just get a little comfortable here. Let me turn on lighter 2. Start up. All right. Forgot to turn on that light. Oh, this light too. There we go. All right, and this one. Okay. All right, so what is up, everyone? OG over here from PlayerEssence. Hopefully everyone is having a good night. Probably should have got that light situation started or dealt with before I actually started the stream here. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the music. I know some people were asking what the music was. That was Super Smash Brothers for Wii U/3DS. It's called The World to Win. It's a stage from Kirby. So if you like Kirby, check it out. Super Smash Brothers for Wii U 3DS, The World to Win. So yeah, it's from Kirby. I guess it's from one of the original Kirby songs or Kirby games too. I don't know which game it's from though. But anyway, thanks for everyone who's watching so far right now. And I think we have, how many people do we have watching? Let me check. We have over 100 people watching, so shout outs. Hopefully we can get to 150 likes by tonight. I think that would be pretty cool. I want to say what's up to everyone here. Let me see the people here in the chat. So what up, Fire Blast Gaming. So I think you changed your name from Fire Blast Bow to Fire Blast Gaming, and I really do Fire Blast Bow, yeah. And I really do appreciate you changing your name to Fire Blast Gaming. I've had a couple of embarrassing mishaps with your name, so thank you. I appreciate that. Shout outs to Edwin Jr. How's it going, Edwin? Thanks for coming out to the live stream. Alonzo Vines, thank you for coming out to the live stream, dude. Do appreciate that. Ataki Teacher, what's up, Ataki? Another day, another Toby band. Yeah, I saw that guy. He was just acting stupid. Last Shui, hey, how's it going? Probably said that wrong. What's up, T-Dude? George, how's it going, man? Do appreciate that. Shout out to everyone here. Zema Duvant, how's it going? How's it going? Mr. Is it MTY 1983T? What's up? How's it going, man? One Punch 101, what's up? How's it going? Wavy Beast or Beats, how's it going? Dinobu says 5 dislikes. Why? Because people hate me. Kirby Masters of the Art, the Rickroll dance. Okay, whatever that means. Metal Smasher Gaming. Yo, OJ, what up, man? How's it going? KJ2399, what's up, man? How's it going? Retro Rush, TGIF. Heck yeah, man, TGIF. And yeah, no problem, dude. How you doing today, man? Avatar Renji, what's up, man? How's it going? The Nintendo OJ, how's it going? Or sorry, the Nintendo OJ. The Nintendo Jedi. Hello, OJ. You okay? I'm absolutely fine. I'm great. I'm great. Thanks for asking. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is straight fire. Absolutely. We're going to talk about that first. Hopefully, you guys have all been playing and having fun with the game. Sean Sweeney. What's up, Sean Sweeney? Elite Ninja. Notice me. You never notice me. I always notice you. And I gave you a hand sign. Dennis Dixon. Hi, OJ, and all in the chat. What's up, dude? What's good, Zach Brown? J3R011 or 0100. What's up, man? How's it going? Avatar Renji says, I'm sure cosplayers will have fun with Morag. Yeah, pretty sure. Green Bolt, what's up, man? Prodigy 101, what's up, dude? Yeah, Brett Cummings, dude. That guy's a creep. That guy is such a creep. Maybe I'll talk about how creepy he is later, but anyway, maybe not. What up, J2 Blue? How's it going, man? Thanks for coming out to the stream. John Jackson, how's it going, John Jackson? Dinobu, have you seen Boruto's latest episodes? No, I haven't been watching Boruto lately, dude. Haven't been watching that lately. Just been doing a lot of work, on the channel. Don't worry about that, guys. Who cares about what? Don't worry about what he says. I don't see why Nintendo fans continue to go over to his channel. Don't worry about what he says. Don't worry about it. This dude's been on YouTube for a decade, doing the same thing, acting the same way. It's ridiculous. Most people change in a decade, but you know, some people just act the same. So I stop worrying about him. Just play what you like. Don't worry about someone else. No, he doesn't. I don't know why you guys pay attention to him. Like, there's no, listen, guys. When you're on the internet, and we'll talk about this when we talk about, will Nintendo fans buy anything? When you're on the internet, there's certain people who will continue to do anything to just try to stay relevant, okay? There's certain people, like I said, there's people going on a decade now, man, going on a decade on YouTube, going on a decade in their 30s, and they're still sitting here crying about video games. Like, you got to know when you just people are trolls, okay? People are trolls. So if you're in your 30s and you're still crying about video games for a decade on a channel, I mean, come on. Like, you're still trying to call people out and, you know, call people names over the internet well into your 30s with a channel that's been on YouTube for a decade. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. People need to learn how to grow up. But I just pay no attention. Even if they mention me or they say something, I pay no attention to it, because the people who worry about others online and worry about what they're saying about you and all that stuff, those are the people who fail. The people who worry about their own brand, worry about what they need to do, and focus on their own channel, those are the people who succeed. The day that I stopped worrying about what other people said and what other people were doing, and the day that I started saying I'm going to start focusing on me and doing my channel the best that I can, that's when my channel blew up and passed up every single drama queen channel out there that would make fun of me for low sub counts. Seriously, like that's the time. Like when I sat there and made response videos and all that other stuff, none of my channels did well. But when I finally said, you know what, I'm gonna just focus on what I like, focus on what I need to do. If I have to rant about something, I'll rant about it, but I'm not gonna sit there, you know, and make responses and do all this stuff. That's when my channel started getting bigger and bigger, is when you start focusing on your own thing. So stop worrying about dudes that have been on YouTube for a decade, man. And like complaining about the same stuff like for like a decade now. It's ridiculous. Just people just need to move on, man. People need to move on. So yeah. So yeah, it's I mean it's a little bit of everything. You talk about the Switch like success is salty because they're upset because Nintendo's not doing what they want them to do. But I mean, like I think I talked about this the other day. It's like you can move on. It's like there's no need to act like a jilted lover. I mean, that's what some of these people act like. It's like they have this envisioning of Nintendo being like it's the Super Nintendo days, and it's not those days anymore. It's a very different time. It's a very different era. Nintendo's not going to go back to just, doing exactly what everyone else does. They're not just going to bring out a system with better graphics and then that's it. They're always going to try to shake things up. They're always going to try to hit different markets. They're always going to try to address kids. They're going to try to address adults. They're going to try to address everything in between. I mean, that's just kind of how they are. And some people just still can't get over the fact that Nintendo isn't what they want them to be. I mean, last generation, no, wait, not last generation. Oh yeah, last generation. We'll just say 7th generation. Guys, I really love the Xbox 360 7th generation. I swear to you not, I know it might be hard because of my channel now, but I swear to you guys, the Xbox 360 was my main system I played. As far as home consoles, I mean, I played 3DS a lot, but as far as home consoles, Xbox 360 was my main system. I probably put way more hours into my Xbox 360 than I did my Nintendo 3DS. I probably put more hours into my DS than my 3DS because Pokemon on my DS. I used to play Pokemon on my DS, but not as much on my 3DS. But I used to play Xbox 360 all the time, man. I used to be like, man, Xbox is the best. Outside of the system blowing up on you, Xbox is the best. Xbox does this. I used to love Xbox. Of course, I played Wii too. I mean, I played Mario. I played Donkey Kong. I played all the games that came out for the Wii, and I like Wii. I thought it was okay. But Xbox 360 was like my favorite, and I was like, Xbox, they're gonna have RPGs, like they're doing all this stuff, and then I realized like in this generation that Microsoft is no longer for me. And this is after, I bought my own Xbox 360. I was what was I? I was a freshman in college when I bought my I was a freshman. I just finished my freshman year in 2006. And I bought my first game on the Xbox 360 in 2006 summer. 2006 was NCAA football, 07, and it had I think it had Reggie Bush. Yeah, I had Reggie Bush on the cover, and I love Reggie Bush. I'm a big USC fan. I love Reggie Bush. So I bought NCAA 07. I bought an Xbox 360. I played it, and from then on, I was just playing Xbox 360 games. It was great. I mean, I had a Wii too, but I was just playing all the games there, continue to play the games, and it was fun. I mean, I went from that to Mass Effect. Mass Effect came out. Mass Effect's one of my favorite games of all time. I played Mass Effect 2 like crazy. I played Lost Odyssey, Blue Dragon, and I was just a huge Xbox 360 fan. But then I realized with the Xbox One that Microsoft isn't aiming for me anymore. Microsoft isn't aiming for the guy who wants to play Japanese RPGs, the guy that wants to play action RPGs and stuff like that. So I just said, okay, they're not for me anymore, and I moved on. You know what I'm saying? Even though I played their system for literally like 8 years or something like that. I played Skyrim on there. I just played so many games. So people need to realize, like, if you're no longer a fan of Nintendo and what they're doing, then move on. I mean, I don't understand what's the reason to continue talking about them if you clearly don't like what they're doing. Obviously, they didn't make the type of hardware that you wanted them to make. They didn't do what you want them to do. So move on. Move on. I mean, how often do I talk about Microsoft on this channel? And like I said, I swear to you guys, I can even prove it. I have one of these days, I'll show you guys all my Xbox 360 games. I literally have. I mean, and I lost some of them. Like half of my games got stolen, and I still have like 60 something games down here on Xbox, and like half of my games got stolen. So I had around 100 and something games, and that's just physical. Digital, I have a lot more digital, you know, but that got stolen too. Well, but I can re-download them, but I'm not re-downloading all those digital games. Not re-downloading all them. So I mean, like, it's just one of those things to where you just gotta move on. Like, if a company isn't doing what you like, just move on. And I've rarely ever ranted on how angry Microsoft makes me and the direction that they're going in. Rarely. I mean, I think I've made a couple videos talking about like Scalebound and Fable being delayed, and like that's it. And that's only because Scalebound and Fable were delayed, you know. So I don't get these people that continue to harp for years now. You know, it's just like, just move on. Nintendo's not for you anymore. If you want performance and if you want the best graphics and if you want all of that, then just, there's plenty of systems out there that do that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Solid Snake says, I'm a huge USC fan. Yeah, man, I'm a big USC fan. I'm a big old school USC fan. I mean, today, I mean, I like USC obviously, but I mean, I started to like USC before I got into college, but then I went to Fresno State, so it's like, you know, I'm a big Fresno State fan too. Obviously, I went to Fresno State, but yeah, I'm a USC fan. I like USC. You know, they got blasted by Ohio State though in that bowl game. What's poppin', dude? How's it going, man? OJ always praising Blue Dragon and Lost Odyssey. Those are my favorite Xbox. Well, no, my favorite Xbox 360 game. I'd probably say my favorite Xbox 360 game is Mass Effect 2, but Lost Odyssey is like right there. Lost Odyssey is probably in my top 5 games of all time. It's in my top 10. It's in my top 10. I need to do my top 10. But Lost Odyssey and Mass Effect 2 are easily in my top 10. Like, easily. Man, those two games. Mass Effect 2 is probably the greatest. I think it's the most, like, that series, Mass Effect, just because of how it ended in Mass Effect Andromeda. It's like the kids today, they don't realize how good Mass Effect was. You know, they don't realize how innovative Mass Effect was back in the day. Like, there was no other game like it. Like, I think the only game that I can think of was maybe like Dot Hack on the PS2, to where like your save file and everything, like some stuff carried over. But Dot Hack didn't do what Mass Effect did. Like, Mass Effect actually had decisions, certain things that you said to people. Like, there was like various things that carried over from one game to the next. It was absolutely incredible. We're talking 2007, you know, 2007 to 2010 here. Absolutely incredible what Mass Effect did. Now, people don't like I said, the kids today, and a lot of people today, you know, if you're in your 20s, there's no way you could appreciate what happened, you know, back with Mass Effect, you know, 10 years ago or anything. The appreciation for that is lost in today's day. But yeah, it was something special. Like Mass Effect 1 to Mass Effect 2, and like the build up, you know, to that was just absolutely crazy. Shout outs to Night Moon with the $1 donation. And Night Moon says, what does Night Moon say? Night Moon says, here's $1 from a stranger, or from some stranger. Shout out to Night Moon. Thank you so much. I do appreciate the $1 donation, homie. KJ2399 says, Tales of Vesperia was one of my favorite Xbox 360 games. Absolutely. I love Tales of Vesperia. That's a really good game. Really like Tales of Vesperia. I don't think it's as good as Lost Odyssey or Mass Effect, but I still think it's very good. Like, I played and beat Tales of Vesperia. I mean, I'd probably say out of any generation, the Xbox 360 is the generation where I played and beat the most games. Like, the Xbox 360, I have played and beat most of the games on my Xbox 360. Like, a good amount of them. Like, you know, I had sports games. I'm looking at like, I had sports games. I had, like, Fight Night, and, like, I had, like, what was it? Like, EA UFC, you know, mixed martial arts type of fighting games. Like, and I played those a lot. Like, I used to play UFC. Oh, my God, I played UFC all the time on my Xbox 360. when I graduated from college, UFC, the one with 2010, the one with Brock Lesnar on the cover. I used to play that online. I used to get some, be giving people the 1-2 online in that game all the time. So that was fun. But yeah, I was a huge Xbox 360 fan. So, it's one of those things where you just gotta learn to move on. At first I was angry and upset, but then I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna find a company that fits what I'm looking for. A company that's really gonna do what I want it to do. And at the time, 2013ish. I mean, Nintendo 3DS started getting some really good games. That's when I finally, like 2013 is when I finally made my transition over kind of like to the 3DS as my main system, full time. Like this 2013 is when Fire Emblem Awakening came out. So I was all over Fire Emblem Awakening. Then 2014 was when Bravely Default came out. So those two games were like highlights for me, and then some other RPGs as well. So I finally made that transition. Like I was finally done with the Xbox 360. The Xbox One had been out, and it wasn't really impressing me. So this was the system that I was playing so much. And then the Wii U came out, so I was playing Wii U kind of, but the games were just kind of staggered. But you just gotta learn how to move on. Some people just can't move on, or they do it for hits or clicks, or I don't know, because they're stubborn. But yeah, I wouldn't pay any attention to all the people that are just like salty, the people that were wrong before the launch of the Switch, the people who said it was gonna fail. Like they're still upset. There's still some people that have came out and was like, okay, it's all good. I was wrong and admitted they were wrong, but there's still a lot of salty people out there. So, OJ, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you respect women? A 10? Wow, that's the weirdest question. A 10? I respect everyone. I respect men, women. I respect people. A better question would have been, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you respect people? And I give it a 10. Unless you disrespect me or you say something to me, then if you're rude to me, chances are I'm going to be rude back. Like, a lot of people are rude to YouTubers, sometimes, and they think that they're not going to get a response back. But as you guys see on Twitter and stuff, if you're rude to me, I'm probably going to be rude back to you. So, but I mean, I respect everyone. I respect people. Doesn't matter what race, what sex you are, what age you are. You respect people 100%. It's a 10 out of 10 for everyone, not just women, men, women, children, moms, dads. Respect everyone. That's how my mom raised me. So yeah, man. But anyway, let's go ahead and we're gonna move on to some news here. So just to let you guys know, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, there's a version 2 update, or sorry, my bad. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 version 1.2 update is now available. So if you just head on to your Nintendo Switch, press select on the home menu, and then you can get the update from there. And there's basically some fixes, nothing really big, but I wanted to make sure that I went over it again just so you guys know. Just a few fixes and adjustments, plus the Season Pass content. There's like an Epic Core Crystal, 1 Overdrive Protocol, and I think 10 Rare Core Crystals, then some items for Poppy in terms of pouch items, favorite pouch items. So you can kind of level up the affinity chart a little bit if you need a little bit of help with that. Also, probably the biggest thing in terms of fixes or improvements is that you can skip voice segments in the menus. So that's one of the big things here, because like anytime like you go on a Merc quest and then you come back and then there's like they talk for a bit, like you can skip that finally. And then also there's some other stuff as far as like completing quests, like adjusted quests, fix some quests that wouldn't be able to progress through, a Gates Blade quest. So nothing, just normal fixes and stuff, nothing big, but those menu items. Apparently we're supposed to be getting New Game Plus and also some further improvements to the mini map and further improvements to the map later down the line. So maybe it'll be in the next update. What I've noticed about Xenoblade Chronicles 2 in terms of the updates, it seems like they're doing it every single month at the end of the month. So once a month at the end of the month. Last month, it was right around the same time, December 20-something, I think. And then this time, it's right around the same time, December or January 19th. So the end of the month, really, kind of mid to end of the month, they have an update. So look forward probably to another update. February 19th to 20th, somewhere in that range. Maybe they add the New Game Plus there. But yeah, man, pretty cool. Also, the DLC, just to let you guys know, you can still buy people were asking me about this game because some people just got Xenoblade Chronicles, or not Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but people just got a Switch for Christmas. Do they say, okay, well, can I buy it separate? Yes, you can buy the expansion pass separate. And you can buy it at any time. You don't need to buy it at the beginning of the game and then, you know what I'm saying, like that's the only time that you can buy it. And you don't need to buy the bundle online. You can buy the physical game, then go to the eShop, then buy the season pass if you want to, or you can buy a bundle
with the game. So you can buy the game, and you can also buy the season pass. It doesn't really give you much of a discount though. I think it's like a couple pennies. It's just there's not much of a discount at all. But yeah, as far as the expansion pass items, you do get some Passion of the Artisan, some new quests too. They've also added that. Yeah, also forgot to add that in. So the DLC updates, you get new quest pack one. So Passion of the Artisan, MIA Nopon, Industrial Sort of Tor, Midnight Feasting, and then the Lone Watchman. So all of those are available scattered throughout Chapter 2, Chapter 3, Chapter 5, Chapter 7, Chapter 10, respectively, for each one. So you do get some extra quests, some extra content. And I think that's if you do have the DLC, the expansion pass. Yeah, that's only for the expansion pass. So if you don't have it, then you can't get that. So the expansion pass is $29.99, like I said, $38 if you're in Canada. So yeah, man. So that's Xenoblade Chronicles 2 updates there. Not really much else as far as going on there. No spoilers as far as Xenoblade Chronicles 2, guys. I hope you guys and OJ have a great year. We're definitely gonna have a good year. Definitely gonna have a good year. So let's go ahead and we're gonna move on topics here. So basically, we're gonna talk a little bit about Labo before we get into some of the other stuff here. And like I said, this one's gonna be because there wasn't really a ton of topics that I didn't already cover in terms of things, and I'm doing a solo show. So I mean, I'm gonna take a lot of user questions and topics. And remember, guys, yeah, just hold your questions, and we'll definitely get your questions answered at the end of the show here. So let's go ahead and get into the Nintendo Labo. That's also been topping the charts in Amazon UK. If you guys saw the news, I did a news report on this one. I don't know, why is this zip down so much? I did a news report on this one. On Amazon in the US, Nintendo Labo was the number 1 and number 2. I'm going to check it right now, but then we'll get into Amazon UK. Amazon best sellers video games. So at the time that I reported it, it was number 1 and number 2 in the US, Nintendo Labo, and it's still number 1. It's still number 1. So Nintendo Labo, the variety kit, is still number 1 on the Amazon bestsellers, and then Nintendo Labo, the robot, is number 2. Now we've also got some word that Nintendo Labo in Amazon UK, as of the time that the article went up, it was topping the charts, and we all know that the UK isn't the biggest market for the Nintendo Switch. So it's interesting to see Nintendo Labo, the variety kit, was number 1, and the Nintendo Labo's robot kit, that was number 4, and then the accessory kit was number 5. So that was at the time of the article. Go Nintendo wrote that, but let's go ahead and I'm gonna check it right now. Gosh, he didn't check the charts himself. So he went over to. Okay, so as of right now, so yeah, it's pretty much the same. Nintendo Labo still on Amazon UK. Nintendo Labo, the variety kit, it's number 1, and then yeah, Nintendo Labo, the robot, is number 5. So everything's still pretty much the same, laid out there. Monster Hunter World looking pretty good though. That's number 2, and then also Shadow of the Colossus is number 3, so it's not bad. And then Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is number 4, and then also the Super Nintendo Classic is number 8. Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild is number 7. So yeah, it looks like Monster Hunter World is gonna have a pretty big debut. I think it's gonna do pretty well. Mario Odyssey is number 14 on there. So I mean, but it's Nintendo UK. Obviously, the UK isn't Nintendo's biggest even area in Europe. I would say France is at this point now. We've got some sales data out of France and out of Germany. 600,000 units plus in Germany for the Nintendo Switch. Over 911,000 units in France for the Nintendo Switch. So pretty good. 1.5 million between Germany and France for the year on Nintendo Switch. Not bad at all. Not bad in terms of total install base. Not bad at all. I mean, I'll take that. I'll take that over the Nintendo 3DS. So pretty good stuff there. But you know what? I would want to take. Got 191 people watching. Yo. Sean Sweeney. Listen, there's no need to do that, Sean. I do appreciate that. Sean Sweeney with the massive $40 donation. He says to help with those labos for you and your daughter. I'm not sure who's more excited for those, me or her. Yeah, that'll definitely help with the Labo, man. Dude, Sean, I appreciate that. Sean's already an Elite Ninja. He's already backs on Patreon. He's a sponsor. So I do appreciate that, Sean. I really do. And yeah, maybe I'll put it towards the Labo. Maybe I'll put it towards the Labo, man. Best Buy pre-orders went live already, so I'm probably gonna pre-order it. I got a buddy of mine that works at Best Buy, so I mean I don't have to pre-order something. I just have to let him know, like, hey man, like, save me a Labo, or save me this game, and like I'll go pick it up. So he's cool. So might have to do that, man. But thank you so much. I do appreciate it. The Toby killer got messed up because of the size of the message, so it's terribly sorry that you didn't see the emote for the Toby, or that you didn't see the picture for the Toby killer. But thank you so much, dude. You definitely blasted some Tobys there. I do appreciate that big donation of $40, man. If you have a music track that you want me to play, let me know, and I'll play a music track, guys. So yeah, just remember that. If you don't have to donate, but if you do donate, please put a music track, and I'll play something. Shout out to my daughters walking in. What's up, Anime? What do you need help with?
Yes, the phone number.
Okay, hold up. Oh, you're about to share a post publicly. Don't want that. Give me 1 second, guys. You want to watch this? Here. Here you go.
See the music.
Here. Okay. Go. Can you close my door for me? No, don't turn off my light. Just close my door. Thank you. Oh, my daughter. I love her. So, shout outs to... is it Raymond? Raymond Howell donated $5 and said, "Sup, OJ? I watch your videos every day. You are awesome, bro." Thank you, man. No, man. It's just I appreciate you watching my videos first and foremost. Thank you for watching my videos. And second of all, without the users, you guys, I wouldn't really be anywhere. So thank you, man, for watching my videos, because you can post content, but that doesn't mean people are gonna watch. We've all heard about the YouTube crackdown that's been going on small channels. People kind of talk about that, but did you guys want me to talk about the small channels, what's going on with YouTube? If you guys want me to talk about that, I can talk about that a little bit, because I know some of you guys are YouTubers, and some of you guys are a little upset with YouTube rolling back some of the stuff. So if you guys want, I can carve out some time to talk about that. So let me know in the chat. But yeah, man. Thank you so much, Raymond. I do appreciate that, man. What do you think about Brawl upcoming patch, OJ? Yeah, the Brawl patch is cool, man. I like the Brawl patch. I can't wait to test it out, because the game just basically had some issues practicing, like, the stuttering, the single player stuff like that, and like the matchmaking wasn't very good, So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that. So yeah. Song request. Mario plus Rabbids mid boss theme. Okay, no problem. Let me go ahead and pull that up right now. And it seems like you guys want me to talk about the small channels. Okay, so we'll talk about that. Okay. Let me pull up that Mario plus Rabbids Bowser mid-boss. Is it Bowser Jr. mid-boss theme? Or I don't know which one it is. Maybe it's this one. Is this it? Let me know if this one's it, Sean Sweeney. I do like this one, though. That's it? Okay, cool. Hopefully it's not too loud. Everything's good. I do like this track. I like this one. I do like this song. Alright, so also shout outs to George, who donated $2 and says, "Hey OJ, hopefully this goes toward the Labo purchase. Can you play some Sidon's theme, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild?" Absolutely, I'll play that next. Okay, so let's talk about the small channels, guys. So recently YouTube decided that they wanted to roll out a new way to basically cut off monetization from smaller channels. So oh, oops, my bad. Music's too low there. So basically what they did is that they said that you need to have 4,000 hours of watch time, and you also need to have at least, I think, 1,000 subscribers. And a lot of YouTubers, smaller YouTubers, got upset about this. But I'll say this. At that amount, in terms of 4,000 hours of watch time for the past 30 days and 1,000 subscribers, that should be something that you should be striving to do no matter what. Like, if you're going to be on YouTube, unless you're not taking it serious, like if you're not taking it seriously, then it shouldn't be about the money for you, right? It shouldn't be about the money, because we've got a lot of people who come on YouTube, and yeah, I mean, obviously if you make some content, you want to get paid for it, but the amount of money that these people are making who don't qualify for, like, you know, the new rules, it's such a small amount. I mean, these people are making almost nothing on their channels. So if it was me in that situation, okay, if it was me, I would use that as motivation. Like, I would use that as motivation. I would use that as motivation to get to 1,000 subscribers, to make consistent content, because getting to 1,000 subscribers and getting to 4,000 hours of watch time, if you make videos every single day, that's something that's something that should happen. Now, and if you don't care and you make videos every now and then, or you're not making videos in order to entertain or whatever the case is, then whatever, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to make enough money off of that anyway, off YouTube anyway. So that's the thing that I wanted to let people know about, that is that use it as motivation. I'm not trying to say like siding with YouTube. Hell no, I'm not siding with YouTube. I don't think they should have done this, but I understand why, but I don't think that they should have. But I would use this as driving motivation to continue your channel. Look, when I started my YouTube channel, I didn't even know you could make money. My first YouTube channel, I just did it for fun. You know what I'm saying? I just did it for fun. I was right out of college, you know, and I was just like, okay, let me make some videos, you know, because I was mildly interested in video, you know, production and stuff. So I just started making some really crappy news videos, you know, and making some really crappy comparison videos. And then my channel got big enough to where I could monetize, and then trolls destroyed my channel by down flagging and bombing it, like, you know, to hell. So I got my monetization stripped, and I had over 4,000 hours of watch time and over 1,000 subscribers at the time, and my monetization was stripped from me because people flagging my channel for anything. Like, so I made another channel, and I regret making that channel. It was just a drama queen channel, and then that monetization on there didn't get stripped. I shut it down myself. Okay, so that's my second channel that's failed. So then when I made this channel, I was like, I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna do it right, and I'm going to do it in a certain way to where I can be successful. And that's when I didn't really look back. You know what I'm saying? And this channel has went through ups and downs. Obviously, you know, I've gotten most of my subscribers in the past year or two. Because it's been here, this channel's been here since 2013, and I've gotten most of my subscribers since the past year or two. Like 2016, 2017 is when I got most of my subscribers, almost all of you guys. So you just have to keep grinding. You know, that's basically what my advice is like, no matter if you fail on one channel, if you feel that you can't do anything on your channel, you feel that it's not working, it's all about just keep going. Like, even if you fail, that's okay. You can get back up. Like, you can rebound. Like, think about your content. And the biggest piece of advice that I would give to the small channels here is just be consistent. Don't say, no, I'm too tired. Because, like, a lot of these people, you know, they're saying they don't got, I mean, I'm not saying all of them, but some of them, they don't got kids. You know what I'm saying? They're, oh, well, I got to go to school. Okay. Okay, you got to, okay. You come home, do your homework, make a video, carve out an hour and a half to 2 hours, make a video every single day. Be consistent. I don't care how tired you are. Make that time. Even if it's 12 midnight before you go to sleep, make that video and schedule it for the next day. Don't not make that video, because the minute you don't make that video is the next time that you don't make another video, and then you don't make another video, and then it procrastinates. YouTube works on SEO. YouTube works on repeated use. If you're not repeatedly using this service, or if you don't have videos that are just so well edited and so well done, everyone wants to watch them, you're going to be screwed on this platform. Okay? So most people don't have the talent to make videos that do millions and millions upon millions of views. Okay? Most people don't have that, or they're not popular enough. So you need to use the way that YouTube works, which is SEO and which is repeated use. You need to be consistent. So a lot of these YouTubers, some of them that are complaining, they're making one video every single month, or they're making 3 videos a month. That's 3 videos a month isn't going to do anything for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if your channel's monetized, you're not going to make anything from 3 videos a month, you know? So you need to be consistent, you know, you need to be consistent and focus on what you want to do. So that's my advice to the smaller channels. I was a small channel. Obviously, I was a small channel at one point. I'm still somewhat a small channel, so I feel for them. I have lots of channels or friends with channels that are small channels that got their monetization stripped, okay? A lot of people are upset. And I'm upset with them, but you've got to be more consistent. That's the one thing that I'll say, because usually when you're not, when you are consistent, it usually pays off. Like, people who make consistent, not Let's Play content, guys, but consistent content of relevant stuff that people actually want to watch. Because if you make a Let's Play channel, nobody's going to watch your Let's Play channel in 2018. Everyone's going to watch Markiplier, everyone's going to watch Pro Jared, everyone's going to watch PewDiePie, everyone's going to watch other people are going to watch Let's Plays on Twitch, people are going to watch live content on Twitch. No, I'm not talking about Let's Plays. I'm talking about actual content. Whether it's you're informing people of the news, new exciting topics, you're discussing rumors, or you're talking about things, it needs to be something that's going to be current that people are going to watch. Not a Let's Play channel, unless you got some type of crazy idea. But that's what I've seen. I've seen like Let's Play, people who do Let's Plays, and they're like, oh, well, nobody's watching my Let's Plays. It's like, yeah, because there's a million other people, Zach Scott Games, that have millions upon millions of subscribers, and they SEO, and they hit that search engine, and they make videos every single day, multiple videos, and they already have millions of subscribers that everyone already likes. So of course YouTube's going to point them into their direction, not your direction, you know. So, you know, that's what you have to realize, you know, with that. So I think I'm done talking about that. I'll get some of the thing here. So anyway, that's Mario plus Rabbids. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next song though. So let's see here. Prince Sidon's theme. Mario plus. Okay. Okay. No, that's a remix. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to hear a remix. There's a lot of remixes. I might play this one twice. That guy? Okay. You need to have personality. You do and you don't. To be honest, like, when you talk about personality in YouTube, I'll give you a guy that I watch on YouTube. His name is Andy Hoops, and he has no personality. You can tell in his voice. If he makes basketball videos. But what I like about Andy Hoops, and he has almost 100,000 subscribers, he just gives us the information, he tells us how it is, and he moves on. And he brings up relevant information. He talks about things that's one before his time, so he gives good information. He presents it cleanly, and he moves on to the next thing. So, I mean, this guy is in his mid-20s, I think. You know, and he was talking about the 2002 Sacramento Kings, you know. And that's obviously kind of before his time. I mean, he was in 3rd grade, he said, when the Sacramento Kings were playing, like, we're good. But he made a great video on the Sacramento Kings as if he was old enough and, like, knew exactly everything, as if he wasn't a kid. You know what I'm saying? But, like, he researched it, he went back and looked, and he broke down the 2002 Sacramento Kings, which, for those who don't know, it was a very infamous team because of the cheating scandal. Well, at least people thought that the NBA was cheating to make sure that, I'll play this one more time, that the Sacramento Kings didn't win and the Lakers won. But anyway, that's another thing. But he's very boring. His personality is very boring. But he gives the information. It's very good and precise. And I like the way that he organizes the information. So yeah, he has no personality, but he organizes information good. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Because, like, there's lots of small YouTubers with plenty of personality. I mean, Coloco, I love Coloco's channel. He has tons of personality. But the reason why their channels aren't growing is because they just don't make enough videos. And which is understandable. A lot of these people have work, they have kids. You know, you can't sit there and make YouTube videos all day. You know, like, me doing YouTube was more out of, like, force than anything. I mean, I got tired, like, of like working these jobs and like working my butt off and then being let go or being fired. Like I got sick of it, you know? So for me, I just took the risk. I was like, you know what? Well, I'm not making enough to pay all my bills, but I'm really going to dedicate as much as I can and go as hard as I can in YouTube. And if I make it, if I make it. If I don't, I don't know. I move back with my mom, you know? I move my family back in with my mom or something, or I don't know what I'm going to do, but I just said I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of just like corporate America, you know. I got tired of it, you know. I mean, I can get a job anywhere with, I mean, I have bachelor's degree, I have kinesiology, I have communication. I can get any sales job that I want. I can work at different businesses. I can work at marketing, but I just got sick of it. So for me, I just decided I'm gonna go all in. It was all in or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I just went all in. So, you know, that's kind of like what I did, and it worked out. It got to the point to where a couple months ago, to where I actually, you know, I was even, because before I was actually losing money each month, you know. But now it's like a few months ago or a couple months ago, I actually made it to where it was just about even, you know. Now I'm a little bit over even. So just got to keep going, man. You just got to keep going. So shout outs to Raymond Howell for the $1 pledge via Patreon. Let me go ahead and replay that so you guys can say,
I'm really feeling it.
Really feeling it. Thank you so much, Raymond. I do appreciate the pledge via Patreon. So yeah, man. Yeah, real talk, man. Real talk. So yeah, man, that's just kind of how it is. What up, Og? We hit 100 likes. Nice. Let's see if we can get to 150. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next topic here, guys. And if you guys have any topics that you want me to go over, let me know. So let's talk about this, guys. Let's talk about the main issue here, the main thing. And then we'll have about a good hour of user topics and questions and stuff like that. So, and shout outs to Coloco again. So, you know, there's been videos popping up from, you know, so-called Nintendo fans, whatever. Basically saying like, oh, Nintendo Labo, you know, Nintendo fans will buy anything. This is crap. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is horrible. I can't believe people are defending this. I can't believe Nintendo Labo is being defended. You know, you damage controllers, you fanboys, you slaves, all this other stupidity that people are saying over a toy that was never said to be for you or anything like that. And a lot of people anybody who said that they don't have a problem with it, people are trying to make videos or people are saying certain things, which is fine. People can say whatever they want. Sticks and stones, right? Sticks and stones. Sticks and stones, but don't say anything you want to someone's face, because you might get your face broke, you know. But like I said, people can say whatever they want over the internet, whatever. And Coloco pointed out a very good thing. He had a good tweet, and people are saying that Nintendo fans will buy anything, and I don't buy that. That's garbage. That's hot trash. Like, you don't even have to go too far back to realize that's hot trash. He put together 3 different games. Coloco did. I mean, and I was going to talk about this anyway, but he put together 3 different games. Metroid Prime Federation Force, okay? The E3 2015 trailer. Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, the E3 2015 trailer. And Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, the E3 2015 trailer. This was probably one of Nintendo's worst E3s. Probably since, I think, 08 E3. The 08 E3 was a hot mess. If you guys want to have a good laugh, for all my younger viewers, go back and watch the Nintendo's E3 2008. Did I say 2018? Sorry. E3 2008. Sorry, I messed up. E3 2008. Go back and watch E3 2008 from Nintendo. Have yourself a very good laugh. There was a man, like, Nintendo used to have this lady. Her name was Cammie Dunaway. That used to be like the spokesperson for Nintendo. Oh my gosh. I don't think there was a soul in the gaming industry that liked Cammie Dunaway. She was out there on a balance board. She's like, we're aimed to put smiles on people's faces. She reminded me of my principal. Like, I don't know if most principals, especially here in California, principals are taught to be like super like exaggerated, like smiling and with their voice like pitch, like you like and that's how Cammie Dunaway was. She's like, hey everyone, how's it going? Put smiles on your faces. She just had that personality, you know what I'm saying? Like a principal, like a principal. And that's how, like I said, in California, I'm not sure about in other places, but in California, all principals act that way. All of them act that way, where you have to have that tone of voice. And principals are very highly paid in California, so I mean, they all do their job pretty well. I don't think I've ever had a bad principal that I've met when it comes to California, because I used to work in the school system a little bit too. So I used to go around and meet different principals, and they were all great women and men, but they all just had that same like like the smile never goes off their face. But anyway, Cammy Dunaway was like that, and people hated that. People hated that. But anyway, getting back to this one, E3 2015 was probably Nintendo's worst E3 since then, since 2008. And this one had 3 different games, okay, that combined over 100 and looks like 130 or 120 to 130,000 dislikes. Coloco counted it up here, okay? Yo, shout outs to Raymond Howell with the hitting us with that Nankaki Sharingan, becoming a brand new sponsor. Thank you so much, Raymond. I do appreciate that, man. I gotta reset the sponsor goal here, guys. We got a new stream. I didn't reset it. We'll see if we can get 3 for this live stream. Yo, shout outs, man. Thank you so much, Raymond. I do appreciate that. Hopefully you enjoy your emotes, my guy. Just go ahead and hit the right below there on the chat. If you press the happy face, you'll have a brand new set of emotes for you. And of course, if you want to join the Discord, link up with one of the other mods here, Sean Sweeney, Ataki Teacher, any of those guys, they'll hook you up with that Discord link as well. And also, I think, did you go on Patreon too? Yeah, you also pledged on Patreon. So yeah, you should have access to the, put your friend code there, and I'll be more than happy to add you in on my list too. So thank you so much, Raymond. I do appreciate your generosity tonight, man. You donated and you pledged via Patreon and sponsored. So thank you so much, man. I do appreciate that. But talking about this here, the Metroid Prime Federation Force, that trailer had 91,000 dislikes compared to 10,000 likes. 91,000 dislikes, thumbs down compared to 10,000 thumbs up, and that had 1.4 million views, and that game sold like trash on the 3DS. So if Nintendo fans are gonna buy everything, why didn't they buy that? Because people are saying, oh, Nintendo fans will buy anything. Well, why didn't they buy Metroid Prime Federation Force? Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, 11,000 dislikes compared to 2,000 likes. That game didn't sell either. That game sold like trash on the Wii U. Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, 4,000 likes, 3,000 dislikes. And I think the only reason why people like that trailer, some people at least, is because the graphics look good. That's about it. The graphics were nice in the game. That's about it. But if you look at this, if you like kind of analyze a little bit more what's going on with that one, it got 1 million views. So that trailer got 1 million views. The Mario Tennis Ultra Smash trailer got 1 million views, and only 4,000 people liked it. It got 1 million views, and only 4,000 people liked it. So there was so many people that were just like, meh. And it's not like Mario Tennis Ultra Smash sold well either. It's not like that sold like a ton of copies, like 3 million, 4 million copies. It didn't sell that much. So none of these games really sold. So I don't see how you can sit here and say that Nintendo fans will buy anything and defend anything when clearly they're not. Look at all these games here that you can clearly see that Nintendo fans did not defend, or Nintendo fans, the majority or like a large amounts. Obviously, people voice their opinion about how they don't like any of this stuff. I mean, like I think Nintendo fans voiced their opinion on the Wii U. There's a lot more Nintendo fans out there that just didn't buy the Wii U because they didn't feel that it was a good system, or they didn't feel that it was good enough. So I think that when people say Nintendo fans buy anything, that's ridiculous. Because then if Nintendo fans buy anything, then why did they buy the Wii U? Like, you contradict yourself. Like, people, can you not remember just what happened with the Wii U? I mean, so there's been a couple videos of people saying stuff like that, and like, it's pretty easy to disprove. I mean, it's the same reason why they make certain videos and they don't critical. It seems like some people don't critical think anymore. It's like, I mean, and I don't think everyone was serious when they said, oh, Nintendo fans will buy anything. I don't think everyone was just being 100% serious, but I think that it's not even really like a good joke, because it's not true. Like, if that was the case, then everyone would have bought Wii U, everyone would have bought Metroid Prime Federation Force, everyone would have bought Animal Crossing, everyone would have bought Mario Tennis. Like, Paper Mario Color Splash would have sold like 6 million copies. It's Mario, right? Why didn't everybody buy that? Not everyone was happy with Paper Mario, so that's just my take on it. So let me go ahead and look at the chat here. I haven't been looking at it, so I can see if we can see what you guys are saying here. Labo's for kids. Why is it so hard for these grown men to understand this? I don't know why. I don't know why people are. It's like people just can't understand. You know that it's for kids. It's for, you know. Yeah, yeah. MVS5. Thank you. I'm so tired of these Nintendo fans by everything. Here's the thing that I'll tell you. I said this when I talked about Labo. It's like Nintendo fans will gravitate towards something that's innovative or unique. Like we can sniff out when something is like, you know, half-hearted. When something's rushed or when something's half-hearted, we can sniff it out pretty easily. You know what I'm saying? And like we can forgive, a lot of us. I'm not trying to speak for everyone, but a lot of us can forgive technical shortcomings or issues with the game if it innovates. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is a perfect example of that. Some technical shortcomings, but man, that game is innovative. Within the Zelda universe, it completely flips it upside down what you can do in that game. Completely different structure, completely different style, it's just completely different, and people were willing to just say, yeah, we want this, and we'll play. It's that good. You know what I'm saying? But like if you do something like Metroid Prime Federation Force, which that's not a good effort. I don't think it's like, it's not as bad as everyone. It's not 91,000 dislikes bad because the game's not broken. It's just the game's not very innovative, or it's not very, you know, even for the Nintendo 3DS. Like if you're gonna make a Metroid game on the Nintendo 3DS, I don't think that was the time to do it. It wasn't the time or the place to do that style of game. And if you're gonna do that style of game with Metroid, like you need to make sure that it looks cool. Like next level games, as great as they are, I hate their art. Like their art design isn't the best in my opinion. I don't think that was the right art design to go for Metroid. Like especially after Metroid hasn't been around for so long, I think they would have. You know what would have been much better? Like if they somehow were able to like. I think people would have probably even taken kinder to Metroid Other M being ported to Nintendo 3DS than that game, than Metroid Federation Force. And Metroid Other M is like seriously, like that game is even banned in some places because people argue about it so much. So I think people would have even been more happy with that. So that's the thing, man. Let's get some questions here. OJ, quick question: where did you get the name OJ? It's from football. Like OJ Simpson, because I wore the same number and everything, so everyone just call me OJ. I'm trying to look through here. It's not very Metroid. I mean, it has the first-person view. It has like Ice Beam, and it has all that stuff like that. So it's kind of like Metroid Prime, but it's not like. The problem that I had with it was the art style. I thought the art style looked stupid. Another problem that I had with it is that I thought that like I said, like I didn't necessarily love the co-op focus. That wasn't necessarily something that I was huge on, you know. It's overall, like, if you play the game, like I've played the game a bit. I mean, it's all right. It's just not what people were looking for at the time, you know. So yeah, man. PlayerEssence, I don't recommend you play Ace Attorney Dual Destinies first. Ace Attorney is a very story-heavy series, and okay. Well, I didn't plan on playing Dual Destinies first, so OJ, do you think Metroid is a bit overrated? No, I don't think Metroid is overrated. It's every bit as good as people say it is. Look, let me tell you guys something about franchises and series and stuff like this. When a game gets highly rated, it's rated like that for a reason. It's not rated like that just because like people always talk about games that are overrated. Look, people talk about Zelda. Sometimes some people say Zelda's overrated. It's not Zelda. Zelda's not overrated. You know how hard it is to make a hit franchise or a hit video game? Think about this, guys. Like, making a hit franchise or a hit video game, it's really difficult. It's not easy. There's no clear-cut path to making a hit franchise. So when a game sells well and a game reviews well, that should be applauded. Even if you don't like it, it should be applauded. And I'm not saying that you're doing that, but when a series like Metroid like gets the praise that it does, it's not because it's overrated. It earned its praise. It's been around for 20 plus years. It's earned its praise. It's earned its due. It's as good as it is. You are, you know, what you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I've never been a big fan of saying like certain series are overrated and stuff. I mean, look, Uncharted. Do I think Uncharted is the greatest thing ever? Absolutely not. But Uncharted earns its keep. It's gotten enough fans. People like it. So it is what it is. You are what your numbers say you are. I mean, that's an old football saying, but I mean, you are what you are, man. Like, if you rush for 2,000 yards in high school, 20 touchdowns, whatever, 30 touchdowns, and you get a scholarship, you're not overrated. You rush for 30 touchdowns, you rush for 2,000 yards, you earned your scholarship. If you're a quarterback and you know, people do this in sports all the time. Like if you're a quarterback and you earn your scholarships to Notre Dame or to, you know, to Fresno State or to whatever it is, like you earned it. You are what you are. I mean, and that's kind of how I treat it with video games. Like if Uncharted sells 8 million and gets 90 something ratings, okay, I might not like it that much, but it's earned it. That's what it's got. So just gotta. So yeah, no, Metroid's not overrated. It's not overrated. And the thing about it, and here's the reason why I can say it's factually not overrated. It's factually not overrated because of where it is. It's factually not overrated because of where it is. It's got millions of fans. It's sold millions. So therefore, it's not overrated. Your opinion doesn't get in the way of facts. That's the thing. Your opinion doesn't beat facts. And the facts are that a lot of people love the franchise, that millions of people buy the franchise, millions of people are excited for the franchise, and it's been around for 20 plus years. So for a franchise to be around for 20 plus years and to sell what it sold, millions of copies, and to be around and to have so many like fans that are passionate or excited about the game, you know what I'm saying? Then it's factually not overrated. Your opinion doesn't beat facts. That's what I tell people. Your opinion doesn't beat facts. You can think it's your opinion, but the facts are that it's been around for this long and it's earned its keep. So, I mean, everyone has an opinion. You know what I'm saying? But what can we say factually? What we can say factually is that Metroid is still around. When most franchises from 20 years ago aren't here, Metroid's still here. So is it overrated? No, because it's still here. So plain and simple. You know, Metroid does sell millions. Metroid does sell millions. I think you need to look at the sales charts, my guy. Metroid does sell millions. I don't know what you're talking about, my guy. Metroid does sell millions. If you count up all the different games in the franchise, it's sold millions. And if you think otherwise, then you don't know what you're talking about. So, but I mean, you're always trying to argue, Stakona. You're always trying to argue, and you always have no numbers to back up what you say. But I can factually say that Metroid, this franchise, has been around for 20 plus years, and it's sold millions. So therefore, it's not overrated. Plain and simple. All right, John Jackson says, OJ, do you think Metroid Prime 4 will have online deathmatch so more shooter fans will buy the game? No, I don't think so. And I don't think you need online deathmatch for more shooter fans to buy the game. Like, for example, there's lots of games like BioShock. That game doesn't have online deathmatch, and people like BioShock. BioShock Infinite, that game doesn't have online deathmatch. People like that game. People bought that game. So, I mean, you don't need online deathmatch. Not only that, but like for example, like Metroid Prime Hunters on the DS, that had like online deathmatch, and that didn't sell more than like Metroid Prime that didn't have online deathmatch. So, nah, it doesn't need it. So yeah. Let's see here. Next question. Pokemon has sold hundreds, hundreds of millions. Samus would step on your face if she heard you say that crap. Metroid's not overrated. It's like I said, I'm not talking about opinions here because everyone has it. If you talk about people's opinion, then people are just gonna go on forever. All you can do is you can look at facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing. You can look at facts. The facts are Metroid is still here. It's been 20 plus years. The franchise is still here. Go back to when Metroid first launched and look at all the different franchises that are dead. Okay? There are so many franchises that are dead at this point. Even franchises that people thought were good back 20 years ago that aren't around today. Okay? And the fact that Metroid is still here and the fact that it sold millions in terms of the franchise totals, it sold millions and it has a place in the gaming industry. It's not overrated. It's not overrated. It's not overrated. It's not underrated. It's exactly what it's exactly where it's supposed to be. It's exactly where it's supposed to be. It's a great sci-fi thriller platformer. It's exactly where it is. See, this is One Punch says, why do people argue a game is overrated, underrated? If you like the game, you like it. If you don't, move on. Exactly. It's so stupid to say, is this game overrated? Is this game underrated? I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, there's some games that are underappreciated, and maybe if you want to shed some light on this game so more people can pick it up, but I mean, it is what it is. You know, like for example, like Okami. Okami's a game, you know, it didn't sell as much as it should have, but it is what it is. People saw the game, plenty of people have the opportunities to buy it, and nobody wants to buy it. So Jonathan Drew says, "Do you think the upcoming Brawlout patch will increase your review score of the game?" I generally don't change review scores, but I mean, yeah. I mean, if the patch fixes everything that it says it's gonna fix, yeah, it would change it to about maybe an 8.5 or an 8 if it does fix everything. If the matchmaking is better, if you can actually see the connection, like all that stuff, if they fix it, then yeah, I agree. It could go up to an 8, but I'm not gonna redo my review though. I'm not gonna redo my review. Shout outs to Jumpmon with the $5 donation through Super Chat and says, about Hyrule Warriors and TKC Tropical Freeze on Nintendo Switch. Are they overpriced? Came from RGT's vid. Are they overpriced? I don't think Hyrule Warriors is overpriced. If you've played the games, then maybe they're overpriced. Yeah, if you've played them. If you haven't played them and they're pretty much a new experience for you, then they're not overpriced. So it's going to change for each person. Do you have Best Buy Gamers Club? You get the game for cheaper. The game, actually, if you have Best Buy Gamers Club, you actually get the game for cheaper than you would brand new, you know, when the game launched. But the game is old, though. So if you've already played the game, then yeah, they might be a little bit overpriced. If you haven't played Hyrule Warriors, if you didn't have a Wii U, game's not overpriced. That game's not overpriced at all, because you're getting every single piece of content. Not only that, but you're actually getting a system update, because Hyrule Warriors, and particularly that game, I want to talk about that game more so than Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong might be overpriced no matter what. But Hyrule Warriors on the Nintendo Switch, that game is interesting because that game, they stripped the system from Hyrule Warriors Legends and they implemented that into Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. So you actually have a system update. You have something that fans on the Wii U never got. And we're not talking about content. We're not talking about season passes or anything. We're talking about actual functionality change within the core mechanics of the game that wasn't in the Wii U version. You're getting that, and you're getting all of the DLC, and you're getting all of the content, plus some new outfits and stuff like that. So I think Hyrule Warriors is worth it, but Donkey Kong maybe is a little bit overpriced, because they added Funky Kong. You know what I'm saying? Is Donkey Kong worth $50 plus $10 DLC with Funky Kong? The game is like 20 something on the Wii U. However, you have to look at it this way. On the Wii U, you were tethered to your you were tethered to your system. You actually get a fully portable version of Donkey Kong. On the 3DS and on the Wii, if you wanted to buy Donkey Kong Returns and Donkey Kong Returns 3D, you know, you're spending, still to this day, you're probably spending around $60 for both of those games, you know. So is Donkey Kong overpriced? Maybe. If you've already played it, yeah, it might be. But Hyrule Warriors, I don't think so, because there's actual functionality change within the core mechanics of the system. Donkey Kong just has one added character, basically an easy mode character. They added an easy mode character. That's what they did. They added an easy mode character. So, so my final answer is Hyrule Warriors. I don't think so, but Donkey Kong maybe. Just depends. But the quality of Donkey Kong is really good. If you've never played the game, buy it. Like, if you've never played it, buy the game. It's super good. It's really, really good. You know. Funky mode. It's funky mode. Funky Kong scrubs. Yeah. You know, a lot of people are scrubs when it comes to Donkey Kong is not easy. And the thing about Donkey Kong, which makes it hard, I think it's the jumping mechanics aren't bad, but the weight behind the characters is hard. But if you have like Dixie Kong makes the game easier. So Dixie Kong is the Kong that you want to pick every time. If you actually want to get through the levels, you know, without dying so much. Dixie Kong makes the game a lot easier. And my daughter busts in here again. What's up? I don't know, man. You got to make sure that it doesn't go on sleep, baby. I need you to stop busting into my room.
Is that asleep?
The phone goes to sleep. Here you go.
Great job, girl.
Close my door.
Okay.
Thank you. So yeah, man. That's just kind of what I think about that. So let's move on to the next question. Hey OJ, do you think what do you think about the 3DS position at the moment? I know it's selling very well, but I really don't want a repeat of the Wii U days where the 3DS was taking games from the Wii U. Well, you're not gonna get that, because if you look at all the games that are coming out for the Nintendo Switch, what 3DS games are, you know, what's taking it from the Switch? Like, what games are being taken? Nintendo has all of their main teams developing Nintendo Switch games, so you're not you're not really getting any games taken from the Switch. So I don't really see how there's a connection between the two. All of Nintendo's main developers are on Switch. Nintendo has a couple developers, younger developers, some staff making some 3DS games, outsourcing some stuff. There's not a budget for the Switch to have these games. Switch budgets weren't approved, like the Mario 100 and all that. Nintendo's not going to spend the type of money to make that game on the Switch. So any games that come to the 3DS are games that aren't budget approved for the Switch. It's not stealing it from it. It's just smaller budgets that Nintendo has left over from their bigger budgets and from their bigger marketing. You know, Nintendo's spending all they got on the Nintendo Switch. They're spending everything they got on the Nintendo Switch. Anything the 3DS gets is left over. Smaller developers, outsourced, small budget. They don't have a budget for the Nintendo Switch for an HD budget. So nothing's really getting taken from the Switch. I mean, I think the first year on the Nintendo Switch pretty much kind of proves that. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about that too much. Samus Returns was definitely not taken from the Switch. It's definitely not taken from the Samus Returns. That game had its roots back all the way to 2013, and Nintendo wasn't going to approve Samus Returns for an HD budget with Mercury Steam. They weren't going to do a 2D. They weren't going to do a 2D Metroid game before they did Metroid Prime 4. Nintendo had a budget for Metroid, and the big budget was sent to Metroid Prime 4 on the Nintendo Switch, and the smaller end, literally an indie game. Metroid Samus Returns is literally an indie game. It's made by Mercury Steam. That's an indie developer. Okay, it's literally an indie game. And that was the budget they had, a smaller budget, and they wanted to make something for the Nintendo 3DS. They didn't have a budget to put it on the Switch. They weren't gonna approve that. In the first year of the Switch, they weren't gonna approve that. And not only that, but Metroid Samus Returns, that game, when did that game come out? That game came out last year, didn't it? It came out last year. Yeah, Nintendo wasn't going to approve a budget for Metroid Samus Returns on the Switch. They weren't. I don't think they didn't want the graphics wouldn't have been as good. I don't think they wanted to put that out before Metroid Prime 4. I think they want the first Metroid game on the Nintendo Switch to be Metroid Prime 4. That's what they want to say. Experience the first HD Metroid experience. This is our first HD Metroid experience. This is not a smaller end game made by Mercury Steam. Like, Nintendo wasn't going to make Metroid Samus Returns a big budget HD game on the Switch, and they weren't going to have it as their big return to the home console. Like, they weren't going to have it as Metroid Samus Returns. That's not going to be the big return that Metroid, that Samus needs. So I don't think that game was stolen or anything like that. Nintendo had two plans, and that's what they wanted to do with it. So yeah, it wasn't stolen at all. I don't think Samus Returns is going to get a Switch port. I think if anything, they're going to make a new... And the reason why I don't think it's going to get a Switch port is because 3DS games to modern architecture don't really work that well. They might have to completely recreate it because of the operating system and the engine. And why recreate a port that you've already done? It makes no sense. I think that if they're going to do another 2D Metroid game on the Nintendo Switch, I think it's going to be one after Metroid Prime 4 or near Metroid Prime 4, and it's going to be like Metroid Fusion. It's going to be like Metroid Fusion, or it's going to be some other game, and they're going to actually just make it for the Switch. I don't think they're going to port a 3DS game to Switch. If you've noticed, we haven't really gotten any 3DS ports to Switch because the architectures are just too different. You have two screens. You're going to have to reprogram that. I mean, it's not like the Wii U to where, like, for a lot of games, it was basically the same screen. One screen was doing the same thing for the most part. Sometimes games had different screens, but sometimes it was just like off TV play or whatever. So nah, man. I don't think it's gonna get ported over. So yeah. T-Dude says, time for me to go right now. Enjoy your weekend, OJ, and the rest of the Ninja. Take it easy, T-Dude. Also, shout outs to Barry Love 009, and also there's another person that subscribed as well. Luke Hunter as well. Thank you, Luke Hunter and Barry Love, for the subscriptions. Welcome to the village, homies. Hopefully you guys appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoy your stay, and I appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate that. Would Hyrule Warriors be considered a 3DS port? Kind of, or no? Absolutely not. Hyrule Warriors is not a 3DS port. Hyrule Warriors, the version that they're using, they're probably using the baseline of the Wii U game, because the 3DS game isn't in HD. And not only that, but the 3DS game isn't a port of the Wii U game. Like Hyrule Warriors Legends isn't a port of the Wii U game. Those games are completely different. Like those games, I mean, as far as how they run, how they look, it's not easy to port games from 3DS to Wii U, or from Wii U to 3DS. It's not something that's easy to do. We almost never saw it, okay? The only time we saw it is with indie developers using the same engine across like each game, okay? So we did see it somewhat, like for example, like Resident Evil Revelations, you know, but that's because it's using MT Framework. They have something that's built in line for that. I mean, but you didn't see Nintendo themselves port a lot of games over, because a lot of 3DS games use custom engines for Nintendo 3DS, and Nintendo wasn't going to take the time to port over, you know, 3DS to Wii U games, you know, or anything like that. So you just didn't see it a lot. So don't expect there to be a lot of 3DS to Wii or to Switch ports or anything like that. People were saying, "Oh, I wish like Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valentia was on Switch." Like it's like Nintendo doesn't want that crap on Switch. Nintendo doesn't want a 3D, like their first Fire Emblem game to be a 3DS port. Like they don't want that. You know what I'm saying? They want an HD game, a game that's built for it, or at least HD. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll port Wii U games. That's easier. The game is already HD, but they don't want 3DS games as their first representations of the franchises on their brand new system. Like that's not what you want. You want a brand new Fire Emblem game that shows what the system can do, that's built for the system. You know, so you're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get 3DS ports over to Switch. Like, at least from Nintendo, you're not. Indie developers maybe, you know, but not from Nintendo. You're not gonna see that because you didn't even see it on Wii U. So I don't think you're gonna see it on 3DS. Quantum EL says, "Hey OJ, are you excited for Mario Tennis Aces? It looked really good to me. The more I watch the trailer, yeah, I'm excited for it because it has like a story mode to where you can play. So I'm more excited for that game than I am like Ultra Smash." I picked up SteamWorld Dig 2 at your REC today, recording today. So far, so good. Absolutely, man. SteamWorld Dig 2 is awesome. If you have a question, sorry guys, the questions have been going by pretty quick. Just ask it again, and I'll try to see if I can answer it. NWM or NWM. Why are there so many trolls and haters in the world? Because people hate their lives. I mean, we can sit here and try to act like everyone just has a perfect life, guys, but it's not the case. A lot of people go through rough times, and when they go through rough times and when their life isn't good, they take that out on people. And it's easy if you're a nerd to take it out on people on the internet. If you're not having a good time, if your life isn't, you know, good, go online and start trolling people. You know, make you feel better about yourself. And a lot of people are just douchebags. I mean, let's just be honest here. A lot of people are just jerks. Like a lot of people are jerks. Like you've met a lot of jerks. There are a lot of jerks out there in real life, and it's no different with gamers. Like there's a lot of gamers out there. Yeah, they play video games, but a lot of them are jerks. Now, there's a lot of great people. I think that there's more great gamers than bad gamers, but for the most part, yeah, there are a lot of jerks and punks out there that I would like nothing better to do than to slap in real life, you know. But you can't, you know. They're online and they're gonna take out their frustrations and anger on video games, you know. And like I said, there's a lot of losers too. I mean, let's just be honest. Let's just be real here, guys. This around the world, there are losers everywhere. And what I mean by losers are people who, you know, people who are losers in life. You know, they're you know, don't got a stable job. They're not, you know, living, you know, doing stupid things, been in prison, been out. You know, there's a lot of losers out there that do a lot of stupid things, you know, and they just so happen to play video games and get on the internet and troll, you know. So that's just how it is. I mean, I've never trolled in my life. I don't think I can ever recall a time that I'm going to go troll someone. Like I don't think I've ever done it in my life. I've talked back to people, but I don't think I've ever went to someone's live stream to troll, or went to somewhere in a way to anger someone, or make a video to piss someone off, or to do, like, I've never repeatedly done that like people do online. Like, I don't, some people get like a high off of doing that. I don't get a high off of wasting my time messing with people, random people over the internet. That's so stupid. But yeah, some people do, but it is what it is. I'd rather spend my time playing video games or doing something else, or, you know, but whatever. Let's see here. Will Pokemon be new or a platinum remake? Pokemon's going to be new. They already said that it's going to be a brand new game. So yeah, that's already been confirmed that it's a brand new game. Yo, OJ, I'm playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and listening to this live stream. Nice, Terminator Juice. Shoutouts, man. Everyone go subscribe to Terminator Juice on YouTube. Solid Snake 660. I'm trying to see. Yeah, a lot of people have horrible lives and like take it out on other people. Exactly. Hey, OJ, do you think Fire Emblem Switch will be an open world real-time combat RPG like Breath of the Wild? No. I think Fire Emblem Switch is going to be very much like Awakening, but bigger maps and really nice graphics. I think it's going to be like Awakening, but bigger maps and really nice graphics. I like a lot of the real talk from OJ today. I try. OJ, I like you. Thank you. I like you too. Yeah, Star Wars fan. Man, I don't even waste my time with Star Wars fans, man. Y'all crazy. I mean, Nintendo fans, Microsoft fans, Sony fans, gaming fans can be crazy, but Star Wars fans, y'all nuts. Y'all like, what do y'all expect from a 2-hour movie? Like, you can't don't sit here and get yourself hyped up and hyped up and hyped up for a movie. For a movie that's gonna be over in a couple hours. It's not even like it's like a long game that you get to play and enjoy. It's a movie, man. Like, it is a movie. Like, the Star Wars nerds, like, y'all, especially with this whole Last Jedi type of, like, y'all crazy. Movie was fine. Oh my god, like, isn't that what you? There's spaceships and there's the cute girl with the lightsabers and the black dude, right? Like, isn't that what you guys want? Like, I don't understand these Star Wars fans. Y'all, too many nerds out there, man. Freaking, well, Star Wars Jedi, just give it, you know. They're gonna make another Star Wars movie. There's gonna be another one like next year or the year or two. It's like don't you guys? I saw some of the movie. I was just like, Star Wars, isn't it? Like, isn't this what you guys want? I have another Star Wars. I mean, I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but every single time like I've been at like corporate places, like, you know, like a lot of people who don't play video games, they associate nerds with Star Wars. So every time that like we had like a potluck, people would buy me Star Wars movies. You know, even though I never told them that I'm a Star Wars fan, I never stated that I'm a Star Wars fan. But whenever we have a potluck and we bring gift exchange, people are like, hey Francis, I bought you Star Wars, and I'm like, thanks. like they're like, I know you're into all that stuff, and I'm like, I've never said that I'm into Star Wars once in my life, but hey, you know what? Thank you. Yeah, man. Hey, enough Star Wars talk, guys. Okay, we're ending it here because you guys are we're starting to get into this nerdy Star Wars talk. So yeah, enough of that. I didn't think it was good. I don't care. I'm not a Star Wars fan. Okay, yeah, NFL fans are pretty bad. NFL fans can be horrible. Can be really awful. Sports fans in general, but NFL and like NFL and NBA fans, just keep me away from message boards. Ugh. Fans of anything, really. I mean, for the most part, like bronies, like My Little Pony fans, like hardcore fans of anything can be really just ridiculous. But yeah, anyway, new questions, guys. We're done with Star Wars. New questions. College football might be the worst. When will Animal Crossing hit? I think Animal Crossing will hit at the end of this year. I think Animal Crossing is going to be at the end of this year or early 2019. Are there any more Sonic fans? I think it's just like 5 people that sit there and make a bunch of different profiles. OJ, chances of Wonderful 101 port? Less than 20%. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 talk? I already talked about Xenoblade Chronicles 2. No spoilers, also. Fire Emblem fans? Fire Emblem fans are split into 2 distinct categories. You got old school fans, you got new school fans, and you got people who don't care. I don't think there's not enough Fire Emblem fans to be up to really cause a ruckus, though. They're pretty passionate, but there's not enough. OJ, were you ever excited for the old Star Wars games that got canned a while back? Yeah, I was actually excited for Star Wars 1313 before it got canceled. OJ, you got Cosmos? No, I don't got Cosmos yet. Sonic 1. Okay, you're talking about Sonic. Do you think that El Chupacabra the Legend says, do you think Nintendo may announce a new IP this year or revive an old franchise? 100% yes. Will Type 1, will I, hold up, that's not anything. March. Animal Crossing's not coming in March. I mean, unless you mean March 2019. There's nothing wrong with enjoying Sega games or Sonic games or whatever. Yeah, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Fantasy Thinker fan. OJ, will you ever live stream multiplayer games with Spawn and RGT? Yeah, we've been trying to set up something maybe like for like Payday 2 or something like that. Zach Brown says, I'm a new school FE fan, and that takes the sides of the veterans. You shouldn't take the sides of anybody. People should just play whatever games that they want. Like I don't take any sides when it comes to Fire Emblem fans arguing about new school versus old school. Listen. The franchise is around because they made some changes to it. If you don't like it, then don't like it. Just play the old games. There's a lot of old games to play, replay, speedrun them. I don't care what you do. But there's a ton of the old games to play. Go out there and play them. You know, if you like the old games. There's a lot of them out there. No, most of the old school Fire Emblem fans haven't even beat all the Fire Emblems. They've played a few different Fire Emblems. Like, oh, old school Fire. Go beat all the old school Fire Emblems. You know what I'm saying? So, OJ, do you know the way? Okay, I fell right into that. Sports fans are the worst. Yeah, sports fans are pretty bad. Will Golden Sun come out on the Switch at some point? I think. Rigo Lemma says, OJ, would you care for HD Beautiful Joe 1 and 2, maybe a third? What is your opinion on the game? I love Beautiful Joe. I still have it. I think it's really cool, and I'd love a third game in the franchise, but I doubt that's going to happen with Capcom behind the wheel. Okay, yeah, you're talking about 2019? Okay. Excuse me. I hope you really get Payday 2, OJ. PE Arena. Yeah, PE Arena would be cool. I need a realistic racer like IP like Forza. We'll see. I don't think racing games aren't really like super popular anymore. So I don't know if we're gonna get anything like Forza on the Switch. Maybe. I doubt it though. PlayerEssence, whatever happened with the Breath of Fire franchise? Did Capcom bury it? Yeah, Capcom did. It's actually on smartphones now. The Breath of Fire franchise. So yeah, they killed it. Will you be playing Third Strike against subscribers when the 30th anniversary collection comes out? Probably not, to be honest. OJ, I have a theory about the ports. There's no other theory outside of Nintendo's just releasing ports because it makes them money. That's the only theory that there needs to be. I mean, to be honest, that's the only reason. The Wii U didn't sell. Switch is selling. A lot of people didn't get a chance to play these games, so they're porting them over. That's the only theory. That's not even theory. That's just fact. It's just Switch didn't sell, or sorry, Wii U didn't sell. Switch is selling. These games are good. Nintendo's bringing them out, like to fill gaps and to sell more because they didn't sell enough. That's just it's pretty simple. There's no not rocket science or anything like that. There's no like Bill Nye the Science Guy type of calculations or formula. It's just they didn't sell enough on Wii U, or they're gonna help sell the Switch. They're good games, and enough people didn't buy them, you know, because the Wii U was dead. So yeah. Nani? You can get a realistic motorcycle game on Labo. Yeah, man, cardboard motorcycles, so realistic. Burnout Paradise rumor. The Burnout Paradise rumor, it's not even a rumor, it's true. That game is coming to PS4 that we know of in Japan. So it's not a rumor. It's true, but we have no confirmation of Switch at this point. But Burnout Paradise isn't a realistic racer. It's an arcade racer. Guys, start talking about Star Trek and all this stuff. It's ridiculous. Quantum L. Hey OJ, do you think we will get No More Heroes 1 and 2 remastered along with Travis X again this year? No, I don't think so. No. I'm gonna go. Good night, everyone. Take it easy, Zach Brown. Hey, is it Neetam? Hey OJ, which new unannounced games do you expect in 2018? Which new unannounced games? I have no idea, man. I don't want to answer that question because then I might out something that I'm not supposed to say. So I'm just going to pass on that one. Shadow Price 79. OJ, do you think we'll get a new Castlevania for the Switch? Yes, I do. The World Ends With You 2, like on E3? I don't think so, because I don't think The World Ends With You is going to come out, the original. I don't think that one's going to come out at E3. or before E3. So I don't think they're going to announce a sequel before the original's even released in the Switch. So no, I don't think so. Don't get yourself too hyped up for E3, guys. I guarantee you that Nintendo's not going to bring everything that they got there. So don't get yourself so hyped up to the point to where you think that E3 is like so big for Nintendo. Nintendo has directs. Nintendo has their own thing that they're doing. E3 is not the be-all, end-all for Nintendo. And I think I have to say this every single year, and it's always funny because people are like, E3, Nintendo, you need to bring it to E3. And I'm just like, no. Nintendo doesn't have to bring anything to E3. Nintendo doesn't have to do anything for E3. E3 is not... It's not the biggest event of the year for Nintendo. It's a big event of the year for the industry, but it's not the biggest event of the year for Nintendo. They don't have to bring everything to E3. So I doubt that... I mean, don't expect there to be, like, all these big announcements one after another. I mean, expect some stuff, but don't expect anything crazy. Like, don't expect, like, so many different things. Like, there's going to be a million things. Like, Nintendo likes to do their own thing. Nintendo likes to announce games when they feel like it. Like, they like to do directs. So, yeah, E3... I had to say this last year, and people called me a fanboy for it, and they got bodied when I was right, because Nintendo had a really good direct later that year where they announced Doom and Wolfenstein and stuff like that. So yeah, man, every year I have to tell people E3's not the be all end all for Nintendo. It never has, never will be. Let's see here. Travis Strikes Again. What about Travis Strikes Again? Celeste looks so good. Hope I can pay for it. It's not too expensive. I think it's less than $20. OJ, chances of a Vanquish port to the Switch. I would say less than 50%. If I wanted to play Hyrule Warriors on the go, I'd play on the new Nintendo 3DS. Hyrule Warriors on the new Nintendo 3DS is trash. I mean, I hate to be that guy, but it's not very good. It's just not a very good. The Warriors games on the 3DS aren't very good. Fire Emblem Warriors is not very good on the new Nintendo 3DS. Hyrule Warriors is not very good on the Nintendo 3DS. Based on what I've seen, it's not very good. It's just not very good on the 3DS. So I'd rather play the Switch version, to be honest. If you're worried about the price, I would actually trade in. If you have Hyrule Warriors on Nintendo 3DS, I'd actually trade that in and get the Switch version, because you could probably get at least $20-$30 for that version of the game. But yeah, it just doesn't run really well. Doesn't look good. The game's not made. Those games aren't made for 3DS. They're just there just because of the install base. But overall, they're not very good on the 3DS. I'm trying to see if there's any actual questions here. All right, Silver Phantom LX says, I'm expecting a bigger direct in April. If I were you guys, I'd stop expecting everything. Don't expect anything, okay? Don't expect, I mean, just be like, hey, maybe you think, but don't expect one. Then if one doesn't come, then you're upset. Like, I wouldn't expect or assume anything. Just, if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Just enjoy your games in the meantime. But yeah, I mean, one in April, I mean, maybe. That's what I was thinking too, but I'm not expecting it. I'm thinking maybe it can happen potentially, but I'm not gonna sit here and like say, oh yeah, I'm expecting it to come in April. We never know with these directs. It could come in March. It can come in May. It can come right before June. I mean, it can come in June. It can come right before E3. It can come right after E3. I mean, Nintendo, this is the same company who had the stage at E3 and could have showed off the Super Nintendo Classic and didn't show off the Super Nintendo Classic. This is the same company at E3. They didn't even put Metroid Samus Returns inside their main presentation. They put it as a reveal after the presentation. They showed the Super Nintendo Classic afterwards. They could have had Doom at E3. They didn't have Doom at E3. They didn't announce Wolfenstein at E3. They announced it later at a Direct. So Nintendo's one of those companies, like, they're unpredictable. You never know what they're going to do. So I wouldn't expect anything. I would just sit back and enjoy the ride. You know what I'm saying? OJ, did you play Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia? Absolutely, I played that game. It's very good. So I still have it right here in front of me. Still got the cartridge. Very good game. I was just playing it the other day. OJ, thoughts on Axiom Verge? Not my style. Does the PS4 cost $200 or more? Because I want to get it for Grand Blue Fantasy and Monster Hunter World. Yeah, the PS4 is $250. It's $250 right now. It's $250. So Monster Hunter World's looking good. Voila. Solar Strike. I've never heard of that game. doing good, Alicio. Thanks for coming out to the stream, dude. You know what would be nice though? We're at 139 likes. Let's see if we can get to 150 before the stream ends. Before I end the stream. See if we can get to 150. Do you play Fire Emblem Heroes? Fire Emblem Heroes. I used to play Fire Emblem Heroes, not anymore. I have 2 episodes that I uploaded to the channel, so if you want to watch me play Fire Emblem Heroes, check out my channel, just type it in. And I have 2 Let's Plays of Fire Emblem Heroes that I did, I think, last year? Or was it the year before that? No, it was last year, because the game came out last year. So yeah, I did 2 Let's Plays of Fire Emblem Heroes, so if you want to see me play that, check it out on my channel. Alright, take it easy, Og. Jeffrey Augustine, OJ, that's one game I never hear you talk about. Golden Sun, you'd like to see it on the Switch. I've actually, look up Golden Sun on my channel. Look up Golden Sun, and you'll see me talk about that game plenty. So just type in Golden Sun, and look at all the videos that I have. Heck, I mean, I'll do it right now. I haven't talked about it lately because everyone told me to shut up about Golden Sun. Like literally, everyone was like, "OJ, you talk about Golden Sun way too much." So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have about 3 or 4 videos that I'm seeing here. 2 videos that pop up at the very beginning. At least minimum 2 videos that I think I talk about Golden Sun as soon as you type it in on my channel. I did a giveaway for Golden Sun Dark Dawn on the Nintendo 3DS. And I think somebody who won that? Chaz Evansdale won that. You know, he comes on here a lot and he's on Twitter too. So I did a giveaway. I talked about like my NX hit list. This was back when the NX was around. I talked about how Golden Sun should be on the Switch, you know. So, I mean, I've talked about Golden Sun. It's just like I said, I kept on talking about it so much. Everyone told me to shut up. So, I hope we see F-Zero for the Switch. Yeah, everyone's talking about F-Zero, man. Everyone's talking about F-Zero. So, we'll see. Is it Jaro Acosta says, do you think with all the hate, then the unexpected success of the Switch proof that the customer is not always right? No, the customer is right. The problem is that you have a very vocal minority of gamers out there that are saying one thing, yet you have millions upon millions of people who love this thing right here. You have millions upon millions of people who love the 3DS. You know what I'm saying? And these are your customers, along with people who like the Wii U. But if you look at the history of time, Nintendo has always had a really large base of people who love portables. Nintendo's portables have always done better than their home consoles. So I wouldn't even say that the consumer is not right. The consumer was right. You just don't have all these people flooding the internet crying like the people that are really loud about these things. So, I mean, this system is great. Nintendo DS was great. A lot of those games were great. So yeah, man. Yo, what is this? Yo, new sponsors. Shout outs to, who is this? Juan Luis Huerta? Man, that's a long name, but yo, shout outs, man. Thank you so much for the sponsor. I do appreciate that. We'll get the pop-up here in just a bit. Thank you so much, man. Welcome to the village. Let me give you a I'm feeling it and a headband emote. Hopefully you do enjoy your brand new emotes. You have access to quite a number of them now. Nice, hitting us with that Mangekyo Sharingan. I do appreciate the sponsor, my guy. Enjoy your new emotes. Also, if you want to get in on the action for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or PE Arena, Splatoon 2, all the different games that we do, just make sure you check your YouTube inbox on Tuesdays. And I usually have, I'll usually send you a personal message where it has the access to our Discord channel in addition to my friend code that you can add, or we can exchange friend codes. Just send me a message and we'll be all good there, man. So thank you so much. I do appreciate the sponsor, my guy. Yo, that's nice. We're almost halfway, guys, to the cartridge lick. We're pretty close. We're pretty close to the cartridge lick. Pretty close to it, man. Them hand signs. Yeah, man, I used to, when I was younger, not even when I was younger, when I was in college, When I was in college, man, I used to sit there and practice hand signs as if I was gonna be able to freaking do a freaking jutsu, man. I used to sit there and be like, all right, like this. I used to sit there and like slow it down or go on websites. I was such a Naruto nerd in college. There's a rumor that the Coalition are making a new Perfect Dark for the Xbox One. That would be dope if they did. I would buy that day one. That'd be fantastic. All right, take it easy, the Nintendo Jedi. Hey, OJ, how much are you enjoying Xenoblade Chronicles 2 now that you've been playing it for a while? My own personal fanboy nerd level, it's a 10 out of 10. Realistically, it's probably like an 8.5 to 9 out of 10. You know, realistically, 8, you know, 8 or something like that. But me, myself, I absolutely love it. I love the game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Do grown-ass men really play portables in public? Don't they got stuff to do? Sometimes if you're in public and you're waiting, let's say your fiance or something is shopping, what are you going to be doing, my guy? You can play a portable in public. Yes, grown men play portables in public. What kind of question is that? Grown men play cell phone games in public too. So if they're playing cell phone games, why wouldn't they play a portable in public? It's ridiculous. Shout outs to Reggie Fils-Aimé with a $10 donation and says, I'm here to work at my job and I listen to the PE... Oh, hold up. I'm here to work at my job and I listen to the PE news and I'm all out of work. Reggie always coming with that swift coat, man. Thank you so much, Reggie. I do appreciate the $10 donation, man. You're awesome. Give some love to Reggie Fils-Aimé, everyone here, the president of Nintendo. So yeah, man. Is Spawnwave live? I didn't even know if he was live. Oh, he is live. I didn't know that. What is he watching? Or what is he playing? Oh, hanging out room in the... Okay, Skate... Okay, he's talking about Skate 3 and all that. Okay. A little advice, though, Staconia, man. Like, to be honest, bro, like, that's kind of, like, crappy to do that to, like, a streamer. If someone's streaming a game... Or if someone's streaming and they're talking about something... And then you're actively trying to get people to leave their stream and go raid another one. Usually what a raid is done by, it's done by like the broadcaster telling people like, hey, I'm done live streaming. How about you go to this place? So man, like I ain't trying to be mean or nothing, but that's really crappy what you just did right now. And I'd really appreciate that if you didn't do that. Not trying to say don't go watch Spawnwave or anything like that. All I'm trying to say is that like if people want to watch him, they'll just leave on their own. Like, don't sit there and try to actively get people. You're in my stream. How about you just go? Okay, how about you go raid him? But, you know, I mean, that's just crappy. And like I said, that's kind of disrespectful to the streamer. So I'm going to ask you one more time, like, don't do that again. If you do it again, I'm going to have to time you out or ban you, my guy, because that's not cool at all. I don't do that to anybody else's streams. Like, when I go watch other people's stream, I say, hey, let's go over here to this person's stream. Like, don't do that. And I'm pretty sure Spawnwave wouldn't want other people to do that, vice versa. If he's in that situation, he wouldn't want that to be done either, man. So don't do that, my guy. Don't do that at all. That's kind of crappy. But whatever. Moonbear, what does the new update of Xenoblade 2 have? I actually already went over it. It basically has some fixes. It has some stuff that like you can skip dialogue in the menus for like blade voices. They have some fixes to mission menus. Then there's also the DLC update. You get one epic core crystal overdrive, and then you also get 10 rare core crystals. You get some items for Poppy. Then you get 5 new quests with the DLC if you have the season pass. If you don't have the season pass, then all you get is just like some fixes and some bug updates. You know, nothing crazy. OJ, what Rockstar games do you want to see on the Switch? I'm not a big fan of Rockstar, but if there was anything, like if they ever make like a Bully 2 or something like that, I'd like to see that on the Switch. I mean, Red Dead Redemption would be great on the Switch, but I don't know if we're going to get Red Dead Redemption, but that would be nice. I do like Red Dead Redemption, but I mean, I'm not like a huge, like mega fan of Rockstar games. Hold up, they got rid of Don't Forget Me? Don't tell me they got rid of Don't Forget Me. You're lying. Please tell me you're lying. Advidan Smith, Mr. Smith, tell me you're lying. They better not have gotten Don't Forget Me. They better not have gotten, like, they better not, dude. I'm gonna be upset. Yeah, no spoilers in Xenoblade 2, guys, please. Hey, OJ, long shot, but do you think Capcom will revive Remember Me? Remember Me and bring it to Switch? No, I don't think Capcom will revive that. Was that Capcom that did that? Yeah, was it Capcom? Yeah, I don't think so. No. The same developers that do that, they make the Life is Strange game, the D-Noid or whatever their name is. They make Life is Strange, and Life is Strange has just been more successful for them. So I don't think they're gonna move off of Life is Strange to bring back Remember Me. That game was like a Batman Arkham clone, and I mean, it wasn't very good. I mean, it was okay. I played it, but it wasn't very good. GTA 5 should come to Switch. Absolutely, it should. Oh my gosh, they got rid of Don't Forget Me. Okay, that's horrible. That's really bad. But you know what would be good if we actually got to 200 likes? Can we get to 200 likes? Or at least 175 likes. Can we get to at least 175 to 200 likes before we finish this live stream? I think that would be good. My daughter's talking right by my door for some reason. I see a new 999 game. Oh, that would be cool. Don't Forget Me. Give me 1 second, guys. My daughter's like talking right by my door. I don't know why she is. I'm doing my live stream. Catch on my mic. PlayerEssence. Was there a Japanese voice package for Xenoblade Chronicles 2? Yeah, there's a Japanese voice package. You can download it. It's free. It's like 2 point something gigabytes or something like that. Don't forget me. PlayerEssence. Shoutouts to Inti Creates. All their games on Switch have been great. Currently enjoying Mighty Gunvolt Burst. Yeah, Inti Creates makes some great games on the Switch. Makes some great games. Mega Man 11 is going to be dope. I can't wait for that. Playing Battle Chef Brigade. What a great game. Yeah, that is a great game, Battle Chef Brigade. I need to play some more about that. Hey, OJ, put on some muscle, boy. Man, I got more muscle than you. Please. I'm barely on Chapter 8. I'm not even at Chapter 8, and I got almost as many hours as you. Quantum EL, do you think Nintendo will take a completed Rogue Squadron 3 and remake it for the Switch? No, I don't think so. They can't. Nintendo can't use the Star Wars license. Anime, you think you can take me? I think she's actually said that before. They have Dragon Mark. Yeah, they do have Dragon Mark for Death. We'll see when that actually comes out. Yo, OJ, what did I miss? You kind of missed everything, my guy. You kind of missed everything. Mario Maker for the Switch is a good idea as well. I think we're actually going to get a Mario Maker 2. That's just my opinion. What up, Kofi Kush? How's it going, man? He said, I bought the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Season Pass because of your vid where it mentioned it. Nice, man. I'm glad. Hopefully you like the content that comes with it. You got an epic core crystal with this one, so hopefully you get a rare blade from it. Put on that Bunnet choker. Boost out that luck stat. And pray to the heavens. Don't forget me. And pray to the heavens, and hopefully you get a rare blade. OJ, can you play the More Ordained theme in honor of our great loss? No, I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play. I only play it if someone actually puts something like a request a donation, and I'll play music. But otherwise, I don't. Otherwise, people are just gonna request all sorts of different types of stuff, and I can't play all the different types of music. Chapter 10 for me, but I ain't feeling it until okay. Oh yeah, the rare blades. Yeah, gotta get all those rare blades. OJ, do you think we may get Mario Party on the Switch? Top 100 didn't do so well, and Star Rush also didn't do so well. I hope they stop making them. I think we'll get Mario Party on the Switch eventually. Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing. Kofi, that's good. Yep, that's one of them. Some of them have luck mods that can help you. You know, if you equip them before you open the cords, that can boost up your luck. And then you put on one of those Bunnet chokers or something like that, or a Goddess choker. And then you just kind of sleep at it in, use all of your bonus XP, boost your level. Okay, now I'll play the More Ordained theme. I'll play it. And guys, like I said, there's a good reason why I don't do that, because there was a time where I just played what everyone said, and I just have a million different requests, guys. Trust me, it doesn't work. It doesn't work well when you're doing a live stream and then you just say whatever music you guys want to play. So yeah, it doesn't work well. So that's the reason why. And then some people get mad if you don't play the music that they want. Some people get mad. I mean, it's just it didn't work out for me last time I tried it. Alright, so we'll play the more ordained theme. You think you can take me? You think you can listen to this song? Okay. It's a shimmy song. You can shimmy to most things, but when I first listened to this song, this is when I started shimming just because we're bored. It seems like crime was something. Okay, I don't even know what you're talking about there. Any other questions? Was it Luxat doesn't affect the rare blades? You just get it. Luxat definitely affects the rare blades. It definitely does. It's based on, part of it is based on your luck. How luck. I mean, Nintendo actually even said that. Actually, part of it is based on your luck. The more your luck stat, the higher chances that you have of potentially getting a rare blade. That's I mean, you can go on guides. Like, people have said that on guides. I mean, it's pretty well known that luck affects rare blades. I mean, it's still RNG. It's still trash. Like, it's still trash for some of them, but luck definitely affects things. Okay, trying to take? I don't know why people continue to do that. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. We can raid Spawnwave when I'm done with my stream. OJ, will Nintendo port Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD to the Switch? Probably not. I just don't think Twilight Princess and I don't think so. Nier on the Switch? Potentially, but I just don't know. I mean, it's gonna be one of those things to where it's like, can Platinum Games do it? Like, who they get to do it? It would just be one of those things where I just don't know right now. I mean, maybe, but I'm not hearing anything about that, so. Okay, and that's fine for you, Shinobu, but if you go online, pretty much every guide, everyone that's talked about it, everyone says that luck, even Nintendo says, like, your luck stat can affect what rare blades, like, how you get a rare blade and everything. So, I mean, for you, it might be different, but I'm telling you that luck can affect rare blade output. This is not like I'm not making this up. This is me just saying, oh, this is what I think. This is actually what's been written out there, what people say on guides, what people say online, what Nintendo's even stated. It's RNG, but luck can affect if you get a rare blade. As far as the percentages, it can. There's a reason why people tell you to equip the luck to do all that stuff. I mean, I'm not trying to have an argument. I'm just saying, like, it does. I mean, maybe for you, you're lucky. You didn't need it, and you have all the rare blades. But for other people, like, for example, like D1, or not D1, he got, like, Cosmos on his first try. You know what I'm saying? That's RNG. His luck wasn't very high, but he got him on his first rare blade. Yeah, there's a big factor of RNG in there. However, luck can affect it. It can affect how often you get rare blades or not, and what you do. It just can. Like, here, how about this? I can give you an example. If you boosted out your luck stat and you never opened an epic or rare core, like, let's say you boosted out your luck, boosted as high as you can, and all you did was open epic core crystals or legendary core crystals, I guarantee you that you're going to get rare blades at a faster rate than someone who just continuously opens common core crystals. Like, I guarantee you that that person who boosts their luck all the way and gets like has really high luck and just opens rare core crystals or epic core crystals, I guarantee you that they're going to get more rare blades than someone whose luck is very low and does the exact same thing. I think the person who has the higher luck will get more rare blades at a faster rate than the person who doesn't. I mean, so yeah, man. I'll play the More Ordained theme one more time. Jose, do you think Sega should sell Sonic to Nintendo so he has a chance to be great again? No. If you're Sega, why would you do that? Like, why would you sell Sega, or why would you sell Sonic to Nintendo when you have a franchise that has people to buy it, has a fan base? You're not going to sell that franchise. Sonic is the mascot of Sega, and if Sega ever wanted Sonic to ever have like a good game again or whatever, then Sega can just work with Nintendo to make a Sonic game. There's no need to sell it to them. They can just say, hey, Nintendo, can you guys make a Sonic game for us, or can we work together on a Sonic game? Or Sega can give the game to a different developer, which they've tried before and failed, but, you know, like, they don't need to give it to Nintendo, you know, like, sell it to them. There's no need. OJ can't wait for Outlast. Yeah, Outlast I think is going to be pretty cool. I mean, I don't know if Sega's killing him. It's just, I mean, selling the franchise, that's not going to do... I mean, how does that benefit Sega? I mean, how does that benefit Sega? Like, selling the franchise does... How does that benefit Sega? And does Nintendo even want to buy Sonic? I don't think Nintendo would even want to buy Sonic. So yeah, I don't see how selling Sonic franchise benefits Sega. So as a business, you got to do what benefits you, right? Like, if you're a business, and let's say you were the president of Sega, and I'll get to the donation in just a bit. Let's say you were the president of Sega. Like, you have a franchise that you know people love, that people like. Would you sell that franchise for money, and then you no longer have that franchise to potentially be good in your arsenal? No, you wouldn't. No. I mean, you rarely ever see companies sell their IPs unless they go bankrupt or whatever, right? Like, how many times do you see Microsoft, or do you see Sony? Like, how many franchises are dead from Sony? Sony hasn't sold a single franchise. Like, Ape Escape, all the franchises that are just long dead for them, they're not selling a single thing. I mean, they're not going to sell anything. I mean, none of these companies are going to sell any of their franchises because there's no need to, just for money. I mean, it's not worth it, you know? That's why you never really see people sell their franchises, if you've noticed. You don't see it. You don't see it at all. The only time, I think, like, Nintendo bought some of Fatal Frame, and, like, that's about it. Like, Koei Tecmo sold, like, half of the rights to Fatal Frame to Nintendo, which is the weirdest thing. So yeah, I mean, that's about it, man. Shout outs to Eric Popowich with the $2 donation through Super Chat. Thank you so much, Eric. I do appreciate that. Do you have a song request, man? If you have a song request, I'd be more than happy to take a song from you. Sony sold Crash Bandicoot to Activision. Okay, yeah, you know what? You're right about that. You're right about that. But that's one franchise out of how many that they have. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many years have Sony been around? They've sold one dead well, it's not even dead. They did just sell it, but I mean, that's just one. You just don't see it very often. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was wrong. That's my bad on that one. Sony did sell Crash Bandicoot to Activision. But yeah, you don't see it very often. You don't see it very often. Oh, okay, hold up. Sony never owned Crash. It was Vivendi. Okay, well, now we have a We have a little bit of a. What was he right about that? Sony never owned Crash. Maybe so. Yeah, Sony never owned it, so maybe they didn't sell it. So now we have a little bit of a dispute as far as everything going on. So you guys can figure that out. But either way, you don't see it very often. You don't see companies selling their IPs to different companies. I think like Epic sold Gears of War to Microsoft. That was the last big exchange that we saw from two active companies. But Epic Epic makes all their money off Unreal Engine. You know, they're an engine studio. They're not really like a hardcore video game developer or publisher. So yeah, man. PlayerEssence, do you see Persona 5 on the Switch? Man, I don't know what's going on with Persona 5, if it's ever going to come to the Switch or not. I would love for it, but I just don't know if it's going to happen, man. I just don't know if it's going to happen. Do you think we'll get a new Fatal Frame for the Switch? Yeah, I think eventually we'll get Fatal Frame for the Switch. I need to know, is it Avidan? Is it Avidan or Avidan? Avidan Smith with the $5 donation and says, keep up the great work, bro. Crazy work ethic. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. It's my job, so, I mean, it's the only thing I can do is have a crazy work ethic. At my last job, I was a corporate recruiter, a corporate IT recruiter. Bro, they had me coming in. I would wake up at 6 a.m., get ready, get to work by 7 a.m., I'll be there from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. And I sometimes even take the laptop home to work on weekends. So, I mean, I hate my last job. I think that I did wrong at my last job when I got let go. But if there's one thing that I took away from that job is that, man, they taught me how to have even a harder work ethic than I had before. Like when I got let go from that job, I was like, I'm done. You know, I've talked about this before, but I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. Either I'm going to do YouTube and I'm going to work like crazy. I'm going to work just as hard as I worked at my last job, or I'm just not going to make it. or I'm just going to work like at the gym. I'll just do YouTube on the side and just work at the gym and just basically do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I can work at any gym, you know, like cleaning equipment, fixing equipment, doing some personal training. I have a kinesiology degree, but after that last job, I was never going back to another corporate position again. I'm either going to do a really easy job, you know, or I'm just going to do YouTube, but I'm never going back to another corporate position again. But yeah, I did get my work ethic from that last job that I had, because I'd be there all day, but I'm done with corporate jobs. I'm done sucking up. I'm done with those type of hours where, I mean, like, barely get any breaks, you know, like they fire you at any moment, they let go of you at any moment, you know. So that's kind of where the work ethic, I just kind of transferred over that work ethic I had. It was so funny because I got let go the day that the weekend after Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild came out, and like I was mad because that week, and I've told this story before, but that week I was supposed to get about a $30,000 raise that week because of all the work that I've been doing and all the jobs that I was getting for people. And I got let go because I think they wanted to hire someone to make it, because they didn't want to pay me that amount and they wanted to just pay someone cheaper. And I got let go the weekend after. So March 3rd came out, the Switch launched on a Friday. I played Breath of the Wild all weekend and I was like, man, I got to go back to work. And then I remember I got let go on that Monday and I was mad. But then when I was on my way out, I was like, wait a minute. This means I can play Breath of the Wild when I get home. So for me, it was like, yo, like, hold up here. Like, this is actually not too bad. Like, I can actually play Breath of the Wild, you know? So it was cool. So it was cool, man. Yeah, corporate and retail jobs suck, yeah. I mean, there's some really good corporate jobs, don't get me wrong. Like, there's some jobs that people really love, you know, that are good because the companies treat their employees good. I'm not going to say that my previous job treated me bad, but like to sit there and let someone go the week of their big promotion, that's crappy, but whatever. Star Fox gameplay shouldn't be like Uncharted 4. Did somebody say Star Fox should be like Uncharted 4? What? Those are like two completely different Quantum EL, OJ, do you think Nintendo would get Insomniac to work on a Nintendo franchise like Kid Icarus or even a new Star Fox? I don't know if they're going to, but that would be an interesting idea, right? That'd be pretty cool. Like an Insomniac Star Fox or something like that. 9 to 5s aren't for everyone, yeah, man. Or in my case, 7 to 7s. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate on people that have 9 to 5. It's good to have a 9 to 5. It's good to have a good stable job. That's what you want in life, right? You want a good stable job. But if you're not, the only advice that I would give is that if you want to get a 9 to 5, get a 9 to 5 in something that you're passionate about. You know what I'm saying? Like, pursue what you're passionate about. Like, don't go to college like, okay, I'm just gonna get some type of general degree, you know, because then you're gonna end up with jobs where people probably don't treat you right. So if you're passionate about something, make sure you go to college and go to what you're truly passionate about. Don't just go because you need to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just go and get a degree because your family tells you that you need to go to school and get a degree. Actually get a degree in what you're passionate about, something that you can see yourself doing for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't go there just to get something, you know, which, I wouldn't say that I went there for that, because I'm passionate about kinesiology. I'm passionate about, like, sports and human body movement and stuff like that, but kinesiology is just a little bit harder to kind of find something, but it's all good. OJ, Telltale Mario? No. No, probably not, man. Star Fox Overwatch clone? Oh, crazy. That's not gonna happen. Kevin Eero says, PlayerEssence, do you see Soul Calibur 6 on the Switch with the return of Link, this time Link from Breath of the Wild? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it happened, to be honest, but I don't know if it's going to. PlayerEssence, how did the Wii U era affect your channel? I was hearing RGT85 say those were dark times to be a Nintendo channel. The Wii U era definitely affected my channel. It affected my channel, I think, negatively. But that's my fault, though. It was part my fault, part the Wii U just being kind of garbage, and me not having a 3DS capture card, so I couldn't, you know, do more 3DS stuff. But yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and blame it. But yeah, definitely, like, the Wii U era definitely didn't help people. I can tell you that. I don't think I really saw a lot of, you know, Nintendo-based channels really rise up to prominence in the Wii U era. I mean, there was probably some, but there just wasn't. You have to deal with trolls all the time. People just didn't like the system. People weren't searching for the system as much. It just wasn't as much action going on. Now, if you had a 3DS and if you did 3DS stuff, that, yeah, your channel succeeded. But I just didn't have a 3DS capture card, which, I mean, looking back, I maybe should have invested into getting some type of 3DS capture card or something like that back then. But, you know, whatever. It is what it is. I'm just saying, right, but it'll be great to have Crash Bandicoot on the Switch. Yeah, it'd be cool. I mean, Crash Bandicoots came to Nintendo systems before, so it'd be cool if it did come over. I wouldn't say Wii U was an embarrassment. I think it was still good. It was just poorly marketed, and it just had a bolted on gimmick. Like, if Nintendo redid the Wii U and they basically just made it to where, like, let's say the Wii U gamepad was optional, or you could use a Nintendo 3DS to do the same functionality. Let's say, like, you could still just use the controller. Let's say the Wii U gamepad was optional and you can just use a Pro controller, and it was like $200. I think it would have done a lot better. I think it would have done 30 million or something like that. You know, it wouldn't have been as bad. But it's because they forced you into using the Wii U gamepad. It jumped the price up of the system. People started talking about the power. You know, if it was priced $199, you know, like previous, like the GameCube was priced GameCube was priced $199 at launch. So let's just say it was priced like the GameCube and it came with the Pro controller, and like the Wii U gamepad was optional and separate, and you can buy that separately and to, like, kind of get like some enhanced features. I think the Wii U would have done, you know, anywhere from 20 to 30 million, you know, somewhere in that range. So yeah, man. Let's see here. Shoutouts to the Lean Libra with the subscription. Thank you so much, homie. I do appreciate that. And also shoutouts to Pepperoni with the $1 pledge through Patreon, because I'm
really feeling it.
Thank you so much. I do appreciate that, man. Hopefully you enjoy the benefits. If you want me to add you in terms of the friend code, just go ahead and put that there in the Patreon, and I'll add you in before we have our PE game nights on Tuesdays. So thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. OJ, how do you feel about the short end of the stick Nintendo gets when it comes to Kingdom Hearts? Do you think we'll see 1.5 and 2 and all that? Maybe, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm not huge on Kingdom Hearts, but I do feel that it's one of those things to where, I mean, maybe we'll see it, maybe we won't. You know, it is what it is, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see how it is. Yo! Hitting us with that Mankikyu Sharingan. Yo, shout outs to George Amalo with the sponsor. Hopefully you enjoy your emotes, my guy. You got a brand new fresh set of emotes. The Toby, the headband, the Mankikyu. Thank you so much, man. I'm going to hit you up with a couple of them right now. I appreciate the sponsor, my dude. And of course, look forward to your inbox on Tuesdays for information on PE Arena, adding me in with friend codes and with the friend code and all that stuff. So thank you so much, George. Everyone, please welcome brand new Elite Ninja, Mr. George, to the village. Shout outs, man. Thank you for the sponsor. I do appreciate that. Yo, and I think we hit that sponsor goal for today's. Yo, we hit that sponsor goal for today, though. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate that. So, I think we have 46 sponsors now. Yo, we get 4 more sponsors, and I'll do a nasty cartridge lick. I hate. Oh my god, I hate cartridge licks, but they're a necessary thing on the channel because I did it once, and people said, "Well, you got to do it again." So I've licked because I have really good taste buds, man. I have pretty good sense of taste, and I can taste every chemical on those cartridges, man. Every chemical. I think I can even taste somebody's finger who was the metal and the print from somebody who put their finger or a metal print, man. I can taste everything on those cartridges, man. God, I can taste everything. Because a lot of those cartridges, man, I keep them in such good condition. Like, they're pretty much brand new because I don't put them in and out of my Switch. Because a lot of the games I get from Nintendo as review codes, but I also buy them physical as well, too. So, the cartridges that I have, they're essentially new. They're not touched. They're kept clean and pristine. They don't really move anywhere. I'm not putting them in and out. I'm not touching them with my finger. So they don't get dirty, you know, or anything like that. So they're pretty much just exactly like they were when you first got it. So, man, I can taste every single thing on those. It's nasty, man. It's not good at all. Take it easy, Adrian, man. Take it easy, man. Thank you. I appreciate you coming out to the stream. Jeffrey Augustine says, OJ, what's your thought on these big companies we need to put big games on the Switch because the Switch is a really great system? Well, we're already getting that. I mean, we're getting stuff like Dark Souls. We're getting stuff like Ys. We're getting stuff like SNK. We're getting The World Ends With You. We're getting more and more big games. We're getting Wolfenstein 2. We got Doom, Skyrim last year. We got Disgaea. We got Minecraft. There's already been a number of big games. So the more that the system sells, the more big games we're going to get on the system. And like I said, guys, trust me, we got more big games coming. I can't say nothing, you know, and obviously I know it's a vague tease, man, and I'm sorry to tease you guys, but I can't give away what games are coming, man, but I know of at least 3 to 4 big games that are coming that I know is like 100% fact. Like, I know that are coming, and you guys are going to be happy when they get announced, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I know of about 3 or 4 of them, so I can't say nothing now, man, but they're coming. Don't worry, like, they're coming. We got some good games for you know, for this first quarter of the year. We're gonna get more announcements too. So yeah, man. George says, hey OJ, do you think that Ubisoft will make another Rayman game? Absolutely. I think we'll see another Rayman on Switch at some point. What Zelda did you not best? What do you mean by that? What Zelda did you not best? I've beaten most Zelda games. I've beaten pretty much all of them. All the main Zelda games I've beat. It's great that you do know of the greatness that awaits us with the Switch. I mean, yeah, there's already greatness on there, and there's more. I mean, some of it's are, you know, some of it's are some games that we've had before. Some of it's stuff that's new. I mean, it's a little bit of this and a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Oh, Dragon Quest Builders. Speaking of that, if you guys haven't checked out my demo gameplay, make sure you do so. But yeah, Dragon Quest Builders 1 and 2, both of them are coming to the Switch. Dragon Quest Builders, fantastic game on the Nintendo Switch. Absolutely fantastic on the Switch. Make sure you check out the demo. Is DBZ Fighters one of them? I don't know. Maybe not. I have no idea. Omar Lopez says, PlayerEssence, are you planning on doing more top 5s or more Toby skits? I really enjoy them. Yeah, I plan on doing those, guys. Top 5s are coming back. Toby skits are definitely coming as well. The Average Parent who doesn't follow video game news thought it was an add-on for the Wii U. The average parent, I wouldn't even say the average parent. I would say that just Nintendo, I guess, necessarily didn't do the best thing, but I don't really think that would have made a difference even if they knew if it wasn't an add-on for the Wii U. I don't think that would have made a big difference at all. The system itself just wasn't marketed great, and I just don't think that the gamepad wasn't something that kids were like, oh my gosh, the gamepad is going to be like the next big thing. The reason why the Wii did well is because it was a simple concept, because you had the Wii remote, you had the pointer, you had the Wii Sports, you had the core games like Zelda. You know, like the Wii U didn't have that. So Nintendo Land wasn't Wii Sports. You know what I'm saying? Like people aren't going to, even if you thought it was an add-on, Wii Sports was still more innovative and more like unique, and people thought that was a better concept than Nintendo Land. So even if people thought it was an add-on, it's not like people rushed out to go buy the add-on because they were so interested in the Wii U. So that's the one thing that I think that people kind of just like, they use it. I think it's a poor excuse, because if parents thought it was an add-on, and if they were so interested in it, they would have went to the store and said, hey, let me get the add-on, the Wii U. You know what I'm saying? They would have said that, because everyone's saying, oh, all the parents just thought that it was an add-on. Okay, well, why didn't all the parents go out there and go to the store and buy the add-on, the Wii U? Like, you know what I'm saying? They did it. They didn't go at all. They weren't interested in it because it wasn't interesting to them. Like, Nintendo Land did not interest them enough to go out there and buy the add-on. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like Wii Fit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like the other games, the add-ons that Nintendo released for the Wii. So none of the add-ons were interesting enough for people to go out there and buy it. There wasn't anything enough for that. So yes, some of it was, yeah, parents didn't know. I do agree with that. But overall, it was just Nintendo Land wasn't a good enough hook, wasn't a good enough gimmick to get people to jump in, plain and simple. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know what I'm saying? That's the facts. Can you give us a very cryptic hint? A very cryptic hint. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I know some people were really oh man. No. If I say either one of these things, it's gonna be out of what game I'm talking about. Oh my god, I mean, yeah, no. I can't even make a, no, I can't. No, I can't say that either. I'm trying to think of a way to say something. But yeah, man, I don't know. But let me see if I can see something. I don't know, man. I mean, some people, I mean, even if I say that, that might give it away. No, I can't. I can't. But we'll see, man. Although I will say that is anybody here 22 years old? If you're 22 years old, let me know in the chat if you're 22. OJ, what? So I'll once people actually see it, because there's a little bit of delay, but yeah, let me know. Is anybody here 22 years old? OJ, your channel is awesome. Thank you, I appreciate it, man. Is it AAA Western? I'm not talking about that. Spider-Man is PS4 only. Yeah, Spider-Man is PS4 only. Fire Blast Gaming, OJ, what THQ Nordic games do you want to see on the Switch? Rigo says, I'm 22. Okay. 25. Okay. 22 years old. That's an interesting. So, you're 22 years old. So that means you were born in 1996. Rigo, were you born in 96? Turning 29 in a few days. 38. Fire Blast, only 15. Got a youngin. Good, man. Enjoy your youth. Okay. I was never born. Well, people who are 22 years old, they should be born in that around that year. So I mean, I don't know. It's just an interesting year. That's all. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on. You guys have any other questions? Any other questions? That was really cryptic. That was like super cryptic. So yeah. OJ, you're killing me. OJ, when games come, will you tell us which ones they were? Yeah, like I did it for Doom. I did it for various games. So yeah, like when the games come up, like yeah, I knew about that game, or yeah, I knew that game. Like I can tell you right now, I knew about Doom. I knew about Wolfenstein 2. I knew about a few other games. I knew about Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. So yeah. Good luck. Look it up. Look up all those games, man. Look them up. OJ, would you like to see a new Wario Land game? I mean, it would be okay, but I'm not like, oh my gosh, I'm dying for it, you know. No, I'm not saying it. No, I don't think it's any type of Square Enix game or anything like that. No. I'm not referring to anything, just in general. I mean, to be honest, it could be. That's such a cryptic tweet. There's nobody that can actually get it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be hard to actually get exactly what I'm talking about because it was way too cryptic. There was too many games that have been released, you know, and I might even be off in my counting as far as the years go. I might even be off a little bit. I mean, so, you know, you never know. So yeah, man. Rex is 15 years old. FE4 came out in 1996. That would be cool. If FE4 came to the Switch, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome, man. Super Mario 64 HD, you hit it here first. I wish, man, but I don't think. I mean, maybe it's that. Probably not, but maybe, man. I can't say what game it is, or I'll get in trouble. I don't know, man, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. There's a lot of cool stuff coming our way. A lot of cool stuff. OJ's enjoying keeping the secret way too much. OJ, what was your first video game console? My first video game console was the NES. Back like in I think it was like 1989. That's the first thing. I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again. The first thing that I can remember was living in Oregon. We had like a 2-story like condo-ish type of deal. I just remember big old huge like brown stairs going up, like brown like carpet and stairs. I remember my brother just towering over me because my brother is 6 years older than me or whatever. And I just remember him like constantly picking me up and putting me down places like to look at video games. These are some of my first memories. That and like church with my mom. But in terms of like video game systems, this is like the first stuff. It's really foggy, but I can just remember my brother picking me up and like putting me down and like sitting me down, like playing, and him playing games, you know, and him like, obviously I wasn't old enough. I think I was like 1.5 to 2 years old. And I just remember playing Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle, like in Oregon, on the NES, and my brother playing it a lot, and you know, just I couldn't. Obviously, when you're 2 years old, you can't say much, but I just remember just blurting out random stuff, you know, baby talk, and just being aware, but just obviously I can't communicate too much, and yeah, that's what I remember first was that. Now, when my memories really start to where I can actually remember kind of like what I did from a day-to-day basis was like when I was like 3-4 years old and I was playing NES when we moved to California. But yeah, Those are my first memories as far as what I played was NES, and just Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle was the first game that I've ever played in my life. So fond memories. I remember that. I can remember the first game that I've ever played in my life. Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle. I was scared. It was kind of scary too. But yeah, it was. That game sucks, but I mean, it was fun to play back then. So yeah, man. Plug and play SpongeBob's. Yeah, man, those were cool. 9 more likes before we reach 200. Really? Cool, man. Guys, hit that like button before we log off here. I'm gonna answer a few more questions, guys. Then I'm gonna go ahead and log off for the night. Quantum EL says, "Hey OJ, do you think Project Hammer will ever be completed, and if so, by which studio? Monosoft, Platinum, or maybe even Insomniac?" I don't know why you picked those 3 studios, but I don't know if any of those 3 studios will finish it or create the game. I don't know if it'll even be created, but maybe if they do Project Hammer, it's Labo, dude. They're gonna do Labo, where you construct a hammer, you construct the backpack armor suit, and you you swing around a hammer in Labo, dude. So yeah, that's my guess, is that Labo's coming to Project Hammer. Labo cross Project Hammer, dude. That's my guess. OJ, what's your favorite gaming snack or drink? Coloco, shout outs to Coloco. What's up, man? You guys all go subscribe to Coloco's channel. Click on his name and go subscribe to this man. Get this man some more subs. Mike and X. Favorite gaming snack. Favorite Mike and X. An Arnold Palmer 0 calorie iced tea. Half and half. 0 calorie iced tea. And a box of Mike and Ike's. It's like, hallelujah. it's like I'm in a good mood. If I have an Arnold Palmer 0 calorie and a box of Mega Mix Mike and Ike's, the iced tea perfectly complements the various flavors, believe it or not. Very good stuff. I knew you'd say Labo Hammer. Labo, it's coming, man, I'm telling you. Do you consider the Dreamcast the best failed console ever? I certainly do. The best failed console ever. Yeah, I would think the Dreamcast or the Wii U would be, one of those 2 systems would be Dreamcast or Wii U. Yeah, one of those 2 systems. Yeah. I need to try Five Guys burgers. I've heard a lot about them. I was 6 years old in 1996. I was a little bit older than you. I was like 10 or 11. OJ, Virtual Boy or PSVR? I think we all know who. PSVR. Five Guys is too Is it too greasy? Well, you can take a napkin. You can wipe it off. Some people like a lot of grease on their burger, though. I don't really eat red meat though, so it's not like I can eat it anyway. Like way too greasy. Okay. I've never tried Five Guys. I've never tried it. One of these days I'll try it. Bucket list. I've heard about Blaze Pizza. Deadlock 7. OJ, what do you think are the chances those Wii remasters like that China are getting the same shit are coming to? Oh, okay. Those aren't remasters. Those are streaming the original games. And yeah, I think there's a good chance that we'll get some type of Wii download or Wii streaming on like Nintendo's online service or something like that. Yeah, I think there's a good chance. I'd put it over 50%. The PS Vita is the best failed handheld ever. I mean, if you're just talking about devices in general, yeah, I mean, PS Vita, Wii U, Dreamcast, they're all up there, PS Vita has a ton of indie games. I think out of all those systems, PS Vita has the most games out of all of them because of the indie games on the PS Vita. OJ, you ever watch Trailer Park Boys? No, I haven't watched Trailer Park Boys. Jeffrey Augustine, OJ, since you say you know some big games that are coming, are they great third party that's coming? Yeah, it's good third party. George says Castlevania on Netflix season 2. Absolutely, can't wait for that. Netflix season 2, Castlevania. Let's go. You shouldn't be sad for the PS Vita, guys. It is what it is. I mean, it was destiny. It wasn't. There's nothing that anybody can do to change it. You shouldn't be sad. Like, you should never be sad about a failed system. Like, if Wii U failed, Dreamcast failed, all these systems failed, you should never be sad about those. Those are things that you can't affect that. You can't control that. So there's no reason to be sad. You know what I'm saying? Is my source Super Metal Dave 64? Absolutely not. No shots at Dave, but absolutely not. I have zero. There's nothing that I tell you guys that's coming is anything from him. Not that he's wrong, not that he's bad or anything, but just there's nothing that I'm gonna say that I learned from him that I'm gonna tell you guys. So absolutely not. Hey OJ, are those 3 games coming this year? What 3 games? I didn't mention any number of games. OJ, will EA revive SimCity? Probably at some point. Solid Snake 680, Killzone Mercenaries, Uncharted Golden Abyss, and Gravity Rush. Okay, those are good games, right? The memory card killed the Vita. Lots of stuff killed the Vita. Lots of stuff killed the Vita. That was just memory cards, lots of stuff. You said 3 games. Who said 3 games? Hey man, I'm not. Look. I got nothing to say, man. I got nothing to say. Sony also refused to lower the price. I think we did get 1 price cut, didn't we? Personally looking forward to the Switch Tales game. Absolutely, Deadlock. Yeah, it should be good. Switch Tales game should be good. Switch Tales game should be really good. Hey guys, we're 3 likes away from 200. Let's see if we can get to 200. 3 likes away from 200 before we end the stream here. Shout outs to all the sponsors though, man. You guys are awesome for all the sponsors and the donations. I really do appreciate that. Hey OJ, do you think Elder Scrolls 6 coming this year? And if so, will it come to the Switch? I don't think Elder Scrolls 6 is coming this year. If anything, I think it'll be next year or the year after. And will it come to the Switch? I don't think it'll come like initially, like at launch. I think if it did come, it'll be later down the line. OJ is cracking under the pressure. I'm not cracking under any pressure. What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about, my guy. Quantum. OJ, what Bethesda title do you want to see on the Switch? I don't know, like the Evil Within or like Fallout, one of those games. OJ, are they AAA games? I don't want to answer about that, man. Everyone's definition of AAA is different. Dishonored, yeah, Dishonored would be nice. I have the first Dishonored on PC. I haven't bought Dishonored 2 yet, though. We're over. Nice. Thank you for the 200 likes, guys. I do appreciate that. 205, actually. Nice. OJ, I'm coming to visit the United States. I am from the Bahamas, so how is it over there? It's my first time. Depending on what area you go to, the United States can be very different. You know, if you go to San Diego, it might be very similar to where you're at as far as the weather. If you go to Texas, it's going to be a lot hotter, you know, for the most part. It's going to be super hot in certain parts of Texas, central Texas and stuff. If you go to New York, New York is going to be very crowded with a lot of traffic in the city. If you come here to the Central Valley, a lot more farmlands, not as much, city hustle and bustle as some of the other places. So it just really depends. The United States is pretty diverse as far as what areas you go to. If you go to like Montana or something like that, you're gonna get a lot more farmland. You know, there's not a lot of people that live there. You know, like Montana or like North Dakota or South Dakota or stuff, places like that. It's like Midwest areas. You know, so it just depends on what area of the United States you go to, man. But yeah, if you let me know exactly where you're going to, then I can tell you more about that. Because I've been to a lot of different places, or I've researched a lot of different places in California. When I did recruiting for football, I used to always go all over the place for football. Take it easy, gamer. Appreciate you coming out to the stream, man. George says, "Hey OJ, do you think Nintendo will create more Labo if these two are successful?" I think they already have Labo, like more Labo probably in development already, because this one's launching April, so I think they probably already have some more Labo ready to go. Because it says 01 and like 02, so there's going to be more down the line. Now, I think that in order for it to continue maybe past this year and all that, I think it has to be more success. It has to be successful, but I think they already have other Labos lined up for like the fall or holiday season. I think they'll release all of them this year, and if it flops, then it flops. If it doesn't, then they'll continue making them. Quantum EL says, "Hey OJ, do you think Konami would bring Metal Gear Solid 5 or maybe even a new Castlevania to Switch within the next year?" Yeah, I think Castlevania might be coming, but that's just my thought. I don't have any inside information or anything. But Metal Gear, I don't know about Metal Gear. I don't think Konami wants to make any Metal Gears or remake any Metal Gears or have any Metal Gears have to do with Kojima, you know, like re-release those on systems. So we'll see. Yeah, I heard they patched that out. I heard. J2 Blue, hey OJ, have you played Prey? I think it would be a good game on Nintendo Switch. I've played the original Prey, but I have not played the new Prey, the reboot of Prey. So yeah, I think it would be a good game for Switch, but I mean, it's not anything like I'm dying to play, you know, or anything like that. Hey OJ, what game do you think will be at Nintendo's big game for the holiday season? I think Nintendo's gonna have multiple big games for the holiday season, so just look out for that. I hope the game that you know what's coming is Evil Within. No, that's definitely not the game. Sorry, man. It still could come, though, but that's not the game. Is Hideo Kojima overrated? No, Hideo Kojima has earned everything that he's gotten in life. Solid Snake 680 says, a AAA game is published by a major first party and third party, published by like Sony or Activision, for example. Okay. So a AAA game is published by a major first or third party? Okay, so is Snipper Clips a AAA game? Because that's published by Nintendo. And how about Faye? That game FE or Faye by EA, is that a AAA game too? That's published by EA. Is that AAA? How about Dr. Luigi? Is that AAA too? That's published by Nintendo. Is that AAA? Quantum EL says, "Hey OJ, do you this is a little bit off topic, but do you think BioWare's Anthem is as much trouble as some are saying?" I don't know, man. Those type of games take a lot of I haven't really looked into it, but those type of games take a lot of time and money, so we'll see what happens, man. The reboot of Prey is good. That 1996 game might be Super Mario RPG. Maybe, maybe not. Fire Blast Gaming says, OJ, do you think Battle Chasers Night War will come to the Switch? Yeah, it's already confirmed for the Switch. They've given us an update on it. It should be coming out probably sometime in the first half of the year. So yeah, it's not do you think it's coming. It's coming, don't worry. Regal MSOJ, do you think we'll get a Game Maker support on the Switch? Yeah, I think Game Maker support will come to the Switch eventually. Take it easy, Dainobu. Will Final Fantasy 15 be a new enhanced version with DLC on the Switch? I don't know if Final Fantasy 15 is even going to come at all. We'll have to wait and see. You like chicken? That's good, man. Chicken's good. So, you know what, guys? I think that's going to go ahead. Yes, 1080. I'd like to see a new 1080. I think that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this video here, guys. I've been streaming for about a good 2 hours and 40 minutes, so I do appreciate everyone coming out to the stream. I'll have videos up tomorrow at some point, so look forward to more videos there. We'll definitely have a lot of stuff for this weekend, so just stay tuned and locked into PlayerEssence. I had 3 videos before this, so make sure you check out my videos beforehand. I had plenty of good quality content up on the channel, so please make sure you guys check those out and watch those. And watch all the videos that I did this past week as well, if you can. Go back and look at my channel. I uploaded pretty much 4 videos a day every single day this whole week. So 20 videos for Monday through Friday, and we'll have more tomorrow as well. Look forward to more PE news and any information that we do get out. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much to all the sponsors and the Patreons and all the people that donated and everyone that came out to the live stream, liked the video. I really do appreciate each and every single one of you guys. You guys help keep the channel going, and I'm eternally grateful for all of you guys, and I'll continue working as hard as I can in order to provide the best quality content that I can when it comes to live streams and when it comes to videos for you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and we'll see you guys for the next one. Bye-bye.